All right. It's been 4 days since the NFL draft has ended, and I've been trying to shoot this intro. It's been tough, man. It's been tough because I want it to be as perfect as possible because I know how important it is, and then I want it to be as passionate as from the heart as possible as well because summing things up for me is just not it. I feel like a robot when I do that, and most of the time it doesn't come out as good. When I'm trying to summarize what I'm saying, like when I have something written down, all that stuff. But I feel better talking from the heart. And most people probably do. I'm sending this to all 32 teams. Well, before against all that, let me explain what I'm here for. I want to become a GM. I know this isn't the most traditional way of how you would do it, but I know I got the talent, the skills, the eye to build a team, build a franchise, a Super Bowl winning team. I know I could do that, but I'm not asking to become GM right away. I understand there's a process, and I want to learn. I want to learn. I want to get better, and that's why I'm doing this. Because if I stay here, keep doing what I'm doing, evaluating guys, and just watching tons and tons of film, and then being right over and over and over again, I'm not getting better. I'm just proving myself over and over again that I could do it. I want to go with these teams, these organizations, and learn from the guys that are there, and be better. Become better every single time. And that's why I'm doing this draft that's why I did it, because it's already been done, but this is the first thing you'll see. But this is why I did it, because I wanted to prove myself that I could draft, because that's a step forward for me, because I've been scouting guys, watching film over and over for the past couple of years, but I haven't drafted before, and this is my first time, and I think I did a great job, and I can't wait to see what you guys think, or if you guys watch it. Hopefully you do. But I love my draft picks. I think I did a phenomenal job, but it's a step forward, and I want to keep getting better, and being part of the front office allows me to do that, and that's why I'm sending this to all 32 teams, because I don't care what team picks me up or what team gives me an opportunity to live my dream out, because I know I'm going to do great, I know I'm going to do great. Because I just need one person to believe in me. Just one. I've always been an underdog. I mean, look at me. I'm small. I'm skinny. I'm playing football. Hell, they'll tell me that I'm in the wrong sport, I didn't care. I always proved them wrong. And the guys that did believe in me, I proved them right, I'm going to keep doing that over and over and over again, because that's who I am. I'm always the underdog. I have that dog mentality that I'm going to prove people wrong and prove the guys that are in my corner right, because that's who I am. And that's what I'm asking for. I just want just one person to believe in me, give me that opportunity, because, man, I'll prove you right, just like I've done over and over again. And that's all I want. And I think that's all I gotta say, man. I think that's all I gotta say. I'm sending this to all 32 teams. I don't care who is the one that gives me the opportunity. I just want to get better. I want to learn from those guys. And I just want to make history, man. Because the past way I'm going is not your normal way. It's not. Usually you play in the league, or you work your way up from college, and eventually to the NFL, and then eventually becoming GM. So I understand why people won't believe me or trust me or anything like that, because this is different. This is different, and it's a risk. It's a huge risk. But I'm telling you right now, whoever gives me the opportunity, it won't be a mistake. It'll be the best investment you'll make in your whole life, man, because you will change my life forever, and I'll change your life forever. And I'm only getting started, bro. I'm only getting started. All I want to do is help a team win, not just games, but win the big game. That's the goal for every GM, competing against everybody out there and winning that big game. That's all I want to do. Now I just hope that someone gives me the opportunity, and let's go. Let's rock. It's been a roller coaster ride for me. I've been nervous, excited, because the draft is finally here, and then nervous again, and then excited. I'm back to it, being excited, because I can't wait, because this is my first time doing a live draft as the draft is going. I have never done it before. I've obviously scouted, being like, oh, this guy's going to be the next thing. I like this guy better than this guy, like doing all those gradings, mock drafts, and all that stuff. I've done all that, but this is my first time actually doing a live draft with teams, and I'm super excited. And the teams we're going to do the drafting with are the Patriots. We're doing the Vikings, but we're doing a plot twist too at the same time, because I'm doing my version of the Vikings as well. And then we're doing the Cowboys, a late team. I'm just picking them up right now, so I haven't done any research about them at all. Just picked them up, and I'm like, we're going to do them because they're interesting. They're kind of like in a pickle right now. I want to see what I could do drafting for them. And then we're doing the Jacksonville Jaguars as well. The Jacksonville Jaguars are a team who are trying to compete for a Super Bowl. They're in that playoff contention, but the AFC is super stacked, so I want to see. I'm going to draft how I would do it, This is my version, who I'm drafting, and for every single team. I'm going to talk about it, what I'm doing. And the Patriots, rebuilding team, Vikings, team that were a playoff team. Vikings and Cowboys are very similar. They're the guys that are playoff teams, won playoff games, lost playoff games, and now they're at the stage where, we got to rebuild. Vikings are fully committed to it. Cowboys are kind of, they're in a pickle. They don't know what they're doing. So I'm going to do my thing with them, and then obviously you got my Vikings, what I'll do. And we'll talk about that right now. I'll break it down for y'all so y'all can understand what I mean by my Vikings, my current Vikings, what I would have done. And I also have cards right here written by my family members, my uncle, my mom, my sister, who is phenomenal. She's smart. She's probably going to be top of her class in high school and in college, but I have cards from them. It's just going to help me simulate media, and it's going to help me entertain, so you can get to know me and see how I answer questions and stuff like that, just like that. Because I want to get better, Media questions is something that you can't really simulate, so I had them write down questions. Roger Goodell's up here right now. He's talking. What's Eminem? All right, Chicago Bears on the clock. All right. So, we got cards for media. I'm going to show you guys my Vikings, what I would have done for them. There's going to be noise in the background. You got my dog right here, who's going to be going in and out of my room, and he's probably going to bark once in a while, and this whole video, or not mock draft, drafting, first round draft, and there's going to be people going in and out because my sister has practice, and unfortunately I'm missing it for this because this is personal to me, and it's something I gotta do, But unfortunately, I can't be at her practice today, and she's progressed so far. Or progressed a lot in soccer. It's the first year. Proud of her, what she's, done to get better every single day and all that stuff. The hard work she's put in. But anyways, Minnesota Vikings. So, Jefferson made it clear that he wanted Kirk Cousins as his quarterback. So I was like, okay, what does Kirk Cousins want? Heard the number. He wants $40 million a year. And I was like, Kirk Cousins wants 40 million. That is insane. I would never give Kirk Cousins that money. And it was really frustrating for the first couple of days. I was like, man, why does a guy like Kirk Cousins want money like that? And obviously, to support his family and all that stuff, all that stuff. But I went back, took a step back, just started thinking about the positives and negatives. I'm very surprised I didn't write that down in here, because that's what I did for Justin Jefferson, but I didn't do it for Kirk Cousins. I think because I was like, yeah, get him on the team. But the contract I would have gave him is literally similar to the Falcons, except they gave him an extra year. Love that contract for Kirk Cousins. You're basically paying him, paying him up front, paying him a lot of money the first year, a lot of money the second year. Third year starts to decrease, and the fourth year, well, third year is the cut option. You could cut him third year, but you probably won't, depending where you're at as a franchise. For me, I wouldn't have, and fourth year, it'll be up for debate, but he probably will still be on my team as well, because he's a guy that's gonna be a mentor for my quarterback. That's what I wanted, because the Minnesota Vikings are not a great football team. They're not. They have guys, but they don't have enough of those guys, and they have a lot of one-year contracts. So you gotta build your team in a draft, and that's what I wanted to do. So Kirk Cousins, he'll be my guy that's gonna mentor my future quarterback. He's gonna win games, he'll lose games, he'll do whatever he wants, but he's gonna keep Justin Jefferson here, and he's gonna do his thing. Paying him that much money, to me, was worth it, because I'm not having him be a Super Bowl type of quarterback, but he's gonna be a guy that's gonna keep our franchise relevant to the whole NFL. All right, so then I was like, Justin Jefferson, because I don't know why I wrote positive and negatives for him, but not for Kirk Cousins. That's pretty weird to me. But our pick is in for the Bears. I'm so sorry if this is like super long. This sucks because I don't know why I didn't write positive and negatives for Kirk Cousins. But for Justin Jefferson, I put most likely a tank year anyways. Team's not great. NFC, Packers, Lions. Who else is that? Who's the other team? Packers, Lions, and then Bears, who are going to be a good team next year. So you're kind of like the odd man out, essentially.
With the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams, quarterback, Southern California.
So Caleb Williams is the Bears guy, obvious. I mean, Bears were going to go with him for a while now. But, yeah, so that's what I have for Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins, I would have brought him back. I would have paid him the money that he wanted, gave him guaranteed security for about 3 years. The fourth year is the only one that he has to worry about. 3 years for sure he's going to be on my football team. But the next draft, I'm training up for Quinn Ewers from Texas. I believe he will come out in next year's draft class. He went early to college from high school. He literally was a senior in high school, went to Ohio, sat there, learned from all of those guys, C.J. Stroud and other guys over there. And then he went to Texas, did his thing. I believe he's going to come out next year in the draft. I'm training up for him, sitting here for a year, maybe 2 years. It doesn't matter. It really is up to him of how he's developing, and up to Kirk Cousins how he's playing, But he will be my franchise quarterback. And then KJ Osborne's a guy that would be able to re-sign because he wanted to play with Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson. Easy signing right there. And then Devin White. Devin White's the guy that fit perfectly of what I did, because the Eagles signed him for a 1-year deal. He wants to win a Super Bowl. And if he did that, it literally would have been me and the Eagles a bidding war for Devin White, or he would just would have went for the Eagles to get a ring. I don't want to say a ring chase, but to be in that Super Bowl contention again. And then next year he'll be a free agent, and that's when the Vikings can swoop on him right there. Because all I want Devin White for is for that veteran experience, a Super Bowl guy who's going to be in that locker room to get the young guys to understand, hey, we're rebuilding. And then once we're getting into that playoff group, he's going to be like, yeah, we're here now, you know, and getting those guys hyped up like that. And then Isaiah Simmons, I felt like would have been great for the Minnesota Vikings. Still a free agent. I would have signed him earlier, so I probably would have messed up right there. But still a free agent, could get him really cheap. He's a guy that can blitz from any position. I like him on the edge. He kind of reminds me a lot of Telvin Smith, just more freakier, longer, taller, faster, and he could drop back in zone coverage. And then he'll be great in Flores' defense, blitzing around and all that stuff. So that's what I would have as a.
My teammates, my coaches, and my family.
Okay, to sum up my Vikings, I would have kept Cousins, would have gave him the money that he wanted. Justin Jefferson, the contract I had for him, is holding up, but I'm not in the room understanding what he wants or what he wants to do, so either way, I'm giving him the money. Kirk Cousins is front-loaded, first 2 years, most expensive, then drops. And then Justin Jefferson is going to be even, but slowly go up. And then the third and fourth year is going to be the highest amount for Justin Jefferson to. This would be the highest amount for his payday, you know. This would be his highest amount in his contract, his third and fourth year. So we're able to sign guys in the first, second, and then first and second year. So that'll be Kirk Cousins and a couple other guys in that first, second year. Oh man, I feel like I literally confused the shit out of a lot of people right there. Kind of confused myself, I guess, because. Kirk Cousins, I don't know why I didn't have positive and negatives for why I would sign him, but I would have signed Kirk Cousins. Justin Jefferson would have signed right just like that, right after. Osborne would have been like, okay, they got my guys. I want to play for the Minnesota Vikings, so we got him, and I'll still have the 11th pick in the draft. I wouldn't have 23. I would have this pick, and I'm looking to trade back with that 11th pick so I could gain more picks. Because there's a lot of gaps, a lot of one-year contracts on the Minnesota Vikings roster, and I want to fill them. And winning a Super Bowl doesn't happen like this. It takes years. But every year we're getting better through the draft. And then free agency, I don't even know. I don't think I would touch free agency. Obviously, it depends about what the situation. But as a Minnesota Vikings GM, I don't think I would touch free agency. Like again, unless it's like Devin White. But like, I think it would just be re-signing our guys, like the guys we need, and just drafting very good for the next couple of years. Like free agency for me is just getting veteran guys, getting pieces that we need to become that team, you know, not for a rebuilding team. It's just for getting those little pieces to finally build that Super Bowl team, you know. Like who did that? Like the Patriots did that. They got, what's his name? Ronnie? No, it's not Ronnie. What's his name? Oh my God. The free safety that was on the Chargers. His name's not Ronnie. What's his name? But he has a phenomenal story. He actually made me cry when he was doing this thing, like telling a story. But it seems like Daniels is the guy that's gonna get picked right now. So far, Jam's going how it was, and then we're up right now, third overall pick, New England Patriots. Obviously, right now we're taking calls. We're trying to trade down. Well, we're not really trying to trade down because we have two guys that could be our franchise quarterback. I said Mayo. Drake Maye, and J.J McCarthey, who could both be franchise quarterbacks. And then trading back allows us to get picks because our team's not good. There's a lot of holes in our team. We're still rebuilding, so in my opinion, you're supposed to have a really good roster before you get a quarterback instead of getting a quarterback and then try and build your roster. That's just my philosophy. Roster first, quarterback later. But in this position where the Patriots are at, I could understand because you don't get third overall much, you know. If you're building your team, you're gonna win games, you know. You're building a team every year, you're gonna get better and better, so you're gonna get less and less of a chance of getting your franchise guy. But that's why you gotta trade up for your guy, just like the Chiefs. just like who else traded up for a guy? A lot of, like, that's just how you do it. You trade up for your quarterback. You trade up for your franchise guy. You don't pick them. You trade up for them. You know.
With the second pick in the 2024
That's what I would have did for the Minnesota Vikings.
the Washington Commanders
It was
select
next year I would trade up for my guy.
Daniels.
So Downs is the second round. Daniels goes second overall. I mean, so far everybody's 100 for 100 right now. I don't even know what I'm saying. I guess I'm like nervous. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing, bro. If we turn this off already, I don't blame him. I'm not even doing my thing. Because
weighed in at 210 at the combine. That silenced a lot of those questions.
Yeah, I never had any questions about that, especially after I got to see him in person.
I think I messed up already.
The same way I had no questions after I saw C.J. Stroud at Ohio State. I got the same feeling about him. The people down at LSU will tell you this. The amount of time that this young man put in from the day he stepped foot on campus.
All right, Williams and Daniels both off the board. Predictable. We all knew that was going to happen. They're getting their guys, or guys that they believe will change their franchise and be their guy for the next 10 years. So, yeah. New England, we're on the clock. Again, I'm looking for a trade. Trying to see if really, I'm just talking to the Vikings. Want the 11th. Do we want the 11th to 23rd and trying to get next year's and then the following year first round pick. Obviously, that's a lot. But that's what it's going to take. We know who they want. They want Drake Maye. But they're probably okay. But Drake Maye is the guy that they want. They want Drake Maye. And I believe Drake Maye is the best fit for them. Because he's a guy that's going to sit out 1 year. And he's going to come and play the next. And with Adonai Kano, that's a phenomenal pair-up right there, you know. The only question for them is Justin Jefferson going to be part of our team in the long run, you know? And can we continue building the team? Because if you trade that much for Drake Maye, can you even continue to build a team around him? Giants are looking to trade up as well, so we could be talking to them. And then the surprise one would be the Raiders. Raiders, I'll be trying to talk to them a lot too, see if we could, you know, shimmy them down. But I think the only team that will be willing to give a lot is that Minnesota team. But I'm taking JJ right here. I should have said that from the beginning. I said I wanted to trade it. Obviously, trades are not guaranteed, but JJ is a quarterback I want, not Drake Maye. Because Drake Maye is a guy that needs a year of sitting, needs to learn. JJ has played in the big games. He's been through the process where the team is good, but not good enough to win those big games, like against Ohio State. He's been through that process, and I believe he would be a guy that's able to learn on the go as he's playing. And I don't believe the Patriots are the type of team to have a quarterback. You know, they have Brissett. I don't think they'll play Brissett the first week. It's gonna be the rookie quarterback, and I don't think Drake Maye is gonna be that guy where he plays the first year. I don't think it's gonna be that good, and I don't think it's gonna be good for him. And I think JJ, it'll be tougher. It'll be tough for him, but I think he will learn from it. You know. Like I said, Drake Maye's talented though. I don't like North Carolina quarterbacks, but he's a guy that I was just like, yeah, he is different from Trubisky, Holland, or whatever his name is. So Drake Maye is a quarterback for the Patriots. Let's see what they do. I would have went JJ just because I feel like he'd be able to, like I said, you can play him now. He'll learn on the way. And then we'll see what they do. Are they going to play Drake Maye the first week? I think he needs a year to develop, to understand. Right here, but Drake Maye goes off the board. I understand why he's talented. I just like I just like JJ better. Just because the process of going through the tough and winning the championship game, you know, as a team thing, but he did it, you know. And I think that's what to protect JJ, what I would do is run the ball a lot with Stevenson, run the ball a lot, play action, and have him slowly get better, you know, at reading the defenses and stuff like that, you know. That's what I would have done, but I completely understand why they went with Drake Maye. Guy has all the talent. I just think he needs to sit a year, and he'll be good after that, you know. I think he just needs a little bit of time, like the Mahomes. Will they do that with Brissett? And will Brissett be the starting quarterback? I don't think so. I don't think so. But, hey, let's see if they do it. JJ would have been my guy. And Drake Maye went off in the 3rd overall pick. He has the arm talent, has the size. Just needs a little bit of work.
Thank you, Drake. The Patriots are trying to rebuild their dynasty.
I keep at the end I'm gonna have like a roster thing of guys I picked. I think how should I do this? Like, this is my first year doing this. I'm trying to think. Wow, this is not very enticing, I know. Like, for someone to. I don't think I'm gonna send this to any GM, bro. This is horrible. Like, I'm doing so bad. I feel like explaining myself too. I'm doing so bad. So they're talking about quarterbacks that were selected by the Patriots, dude. Drew Bledsoe, phenomenal quarterback, but unfortunately got hurt. Obviously opened the door for Tom Brady, Mac Jones, and Drake Maye. Let's see what happens with him. Let's see. That's the thing too. I don't really know much about the Patriots like coaching staff. You know, Mayo is a guy I watch his press conference. Like, okay, this guy understands how to develop a team. You know, he understands that's gonna take years. I don't want to say years, like 10 years, because that's not my goal. Like, in the 3rd year, I want to be competing for the playoffs and having the media realize, like, oh my God, this team could compete for a Super Bowl. That's what's gonna happen if I'm the GM, and it's my 3rd year as your GM. 3rd year, we're competing for the playoffs, and the whole media is gonna realize, like, hey, this team is good. This team's good. Obviously, circumstances, you know, create the timeline, because right now Cowboys, they're in a pickle. Are they in a complete rebuild? Minnesota Vikings, they're in a rebuild right now. What are they doing? Are they gonna keep Justin Jefferson? It's hard to say. You don't know what's them, because they said they wanted Kirk Cousins. They didn't get him back. They're saying they're gonna re-sign Justin Jefferson. We'll see. We will see. If they re-sign him, I don't think they'll be able to re-sign any of their guys. They have so many one-year contracts on their roster as well. And then you got the Jaguars. Like, if the Jaguars are bad or keep missing the playoffs, because the AFC is so stacked. The AFC is so stacked. So if your team is good, it's not good enough, you know, because there are other teams out there that are great, you know. So it really just depends about circumstances. But for me personally, my goal in the 3rd year of my rebuild, I'm competing for a playoff position, and I'm making the world know that we are here and we're going to compete for a Super Bowl. Because I know I'm going to keep hitting on these draft picks, but because that's where the team starts, is in the draft. So for the Patriots, I would have picked J.J McCarthy, and then yeah. So that was my pick right there. I'm picking J.J McCarthy over Drake Maye. Obviously, trading probably the likely. I mean, I'm done talking about it. It should be Marvin Harris right here. It should be him. I'm supposed to be doing card. I forgot. I am so bad. I am so sorry. I am so bad. I'm literally supposed to be sending this to GMs, and I'm doing horrible. Like, this is a complete dumpster fire. I'm not even nervous. I'm just doing a poor job. A poor example of, like, I'm just doing horrible. I'm sorry. Alright, the first card. How do you win a Super Bowl How do you win a football game or games with the Super Bowl? What? How do you win a football game the Super Bowl? Yeah, my mom was right. I was gonna be a little confused on some questions. How do you win a football game and the Super Bowl? I think that's what they're trying to say. And the Super Bowl. I mean, a regular season game is completely different from a Super Bowl game. A game? I don't like this question at all. How do you win a football game with this and a Super Bowl? Like, literally, it starts with the draft. You draft your guys that you believe are gonna be great, and then you hope the coaching staff. Like, all right, this is how I'm running stuff as a GM or just being around, you know. Well, yeah, I guess just as a GM, I'm talking to the ownership, I'm talking to my head coaches, I'm picking their brains, and I'm letting the owner know what I'm doing, what I'm planning, and then I'm trying to understand what the coach wants, what kind of players he likes, and I'm gonna see if I can find a match with my guys, who I believe will fit with him, and guys I believe are gonna be great in the NFL, you know. So that's where it starts, you know, to win a football game, is getting those guys that will help you win those football games, and then winning the Super Bowl. At the end of the day, you have to have a phenomenal team to be competing in the Super Bowl. It comes down to every single man on the roster, 53-man roster, and then it comes down to the head coach. My job is to give the head coach the tools he needs to become successful, and with the communication between him and me and the defensive coach. Like, I'm literally talking to everybody, OC, defensive coach, and the head coach is going to be one other position. I would prefer offensive coordinator. I'm doing a horrible job. I mean, at the very bottom least, I hope you just know I love the game. I'm doing so bad. So bad. Like, holy crap. Like, this is kind of embarrassing. So I was talking about how it's my job to get the head coach the tools he needs to become successful. And from that's how you win games. And from your losses, you learn from them. You learn from them and you get better. You don't just say, oh, we just didn't play our best. When you're winning, you don't, just like what Tom Brady would say, we won this game, but we didn't play our best. We got to get better. You know, from your losses, you got to figure out why you lost, get better from that, and move on. Move on to the next game, and then win that game. And then find perfection, chase perfection, something that we can't ever accomplish, but we gotta become damn near close to it, you know. And that's how you win football games, and that's how you win a Super Bowl. I think that's what the question was supposed to be. I just don't like how it's worded. How do you win a football game and the Super Bowl? You know, it's a complex question, but I'm assuming that's what you want from me, is that it starts with me getting the players for my head coach, having communications with the head coach, the owner, so we can create our foundation, get our stars, and then from free agency bring in those guys who are going to be veteran pieces or pieces that fill in our gaps. And then it just comes down to execution, and then our coaching staff, and then just the guys that we drafted and brought in from free agency. And then sometimes it does have to do with luck, you know, because the refs could mess stuff up, but hey, that's the game, you know. So I hope that's a good way to answer that question. I believe it is. But picks in for LA Chargers. Let's see who they go with. I'm surprised they didn't trade it, to be honest. I'm really surprised, but they came down close to the end of the clock, so I'm pretty sure they worked super hard to try to get a trade, but ended up not getting one. Let's see what they go with.
Your new roommate.
It's very tough. Like, you would really had to have a debate receiver or tackle, which one we would go with. Like Joe Alt, I don't want to move him from left tackle to right tackle. I feel like that's kind of messed up. But you got Funga out there still, Cooper. No. And I believe my comp for him is Lane Johnson. That's how high I am on him. And he is a right tackle. But you could go receiver and get Roman Doomsday. You know, get him with Herbert. I believe he'll be a great duo with them. And you got Johnson still, but you still need that other guy. You literally have Palmer and Johnston. You need Doug guy in your receiving core. You need at least four guys who are talented, you know. 4 great guys in that receiving core to be a great receiving core, you know. Joe Alt. So he will be moving to right tackle. Again, a great pick. But I just don't like how he's a left tackle. I just don't like moving a guy from left tackle to right tackle. I just don't like that. But he's going to be a phenomenal guy for the Chargers organization. And yeah, that's just my only criticism. That I just don't like moving a guy from. I don't like doing that unless it's like to guard. But that would be for like obvious reasons. He's a guy that should be a left tackle and be one of the best left tackles to do it. But now he's going to be one of the best right tackles to do it. So, next question. Do you think Caleb Williams is the best quarterback in this draft? Woo-wee, that is a tough question. That is a tough question right there. I love it. I love that question. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to be honest. I'm not even talking about who the best quarterback is on the board, in my opinion. Because it comes in multiple varieties, you know. Michael Penix Jr. is a guy, in my opinion, who's the most NFL-ready quarterback. But does that mean he's the best? Like, I feel like his ceiling is the lowest, you know. He's going to be great for you. He'll win you games. He might win you playoff games. Because his arm talent's good and his character is great. He has everything. He checked a lot of boxes. Malik Neighbors. And the Giants, I got that right. I wanted him to go quarterback, but if he was a smart GM, he would go receiver, and Malik Neighbors was the guy. So, thumbs up for the Giants right there. Getting a dub right there. Tennessee, I want Tennessee to go Brock Bowers. Oh my God. I am so bad at this. I mean, this is why we're doing it. We got to get better. This is something I have no experience in, and I got to get better at it. And we're doing other stuff. I'm not even marking people off. I'm doing a horrible job. Holy crap. Hey, it's my first year. So Joe Alt is off the board. Malik Neighbors off the board. All right. To answer the question, who is the best quarterback in this draft class? Because the reason why that question is so difficult and why I went on that rant was Williams is because it really depends about who's drafting them, you know? Williams, he's going to be in the best situation because that Bears team is good. It is good. They have the first overall pick, though, but don't be blind or whatever. They're a good team. They have great players on that team, and they're going to only get better, especially in this draft. And then you got other teams like the Patriots, Drake Maye. That team's not good. That team's in rebuilding mode. They need more guys around that roster to be good. Drake Maye is just, they're drafting a quarterback instead of rebuilding a roster first. I want to rebuild a roster and then get my quarterback. That's what I want to do. But obviously circumstances make things happen. So it really depends on where these quarterbacks go. But my favorite quarterback out of this draft class, God, like it's really tough because Michael Penix is. I've always been a fan about J.J McCarthey. I feel like the Michigan just didn't really use him that well. But then you see his mental mistakes, so he's not perfect. And then you look at Penix's film. He could read defenses. The ball pops out of his hands. He could run. He's tough. He's a leader. And that's why I like him so much. But I don't want to say he's the best quarterback out of this draft class because I'm going to go with J.J McCarthey, bro. J.J McCarthey, I believe, is going to be the best quarterback out of this draft class. I think he has the highest ceiling. And then where it's happening right now, he's probably going to have the best scenario right now. Maybe Penix could say something otherwise, but I believe Penix is the most NFL ready, but his ceiling is a little bit lower. You know, I feel like we're going to see the best of him pretty early. I think JJ, he's going to have the best of him later in his career. I think it's going to be tough for him early in his career, J.J. McCarthy, but he's going to grow every single year and get better and then do his thing later in his career, you know. And I think Penix is just, we're going to see the best of him, like, his third season, his second season, you know, fourth season. Where JJ, he's going to look good, but then we're going to see more greatness out of him later on. He's going to consistently get better. Where Penix, I feel like his ceiling is a little bit lower. But again, all these quarterbacks are great. Williams is great. He's just, to me, I don't like, he doesn't have the mold I want a quarterback. And Downs, he's great too, but it's like Lamar Jackson, man. He's going to put up some statistics, but can he get the job done? Then Drake Maye, I believe, just needs to sit a year, and then he'll be great. And then J.J. McCarthy, I feel like he could do it. He has the arm talent. He's athletic enough. It's just really up here, and then where he goes, you know. And I believe he's tough enough to learn on the go and consistently get better. And then Penix is just the most NFL ready quarterback, but his ceiling is probably a little bit lower. And then Bo Nix is pretty solid as well, but again, it depends. It all depends where these quarterbacks go. So let's move on to the next question, because I took like an hour on that one. Jeez. Why did you want to become a GM? Why did I want to become a GM? Sport of football, because I fell in love with football because it's the toughest sport. Like, you have to be a legit dude. You gotta be physical, because you can go play soccer, you can go play basketball, but football, we're gonna be physical. We're gonna hit each other, and it's a man's sport, you know. And at the same time, it's the ultimate team sport. It's the hardest. It's the like the #1 team sport. Every single person has a job, and even if you're on a practice squad or if you're a third stringer, everybody has a role. Where in basketball, you literally could only have 3 players and they could win you a championship, you know? You can't do that in the NFL. You can't do that. The whole team has to be great. So that's why I fell in love with football, and that's what made me want to become a GM. Just the love of football, and then just building, you know? Just wanting to be perfect and being better. I love watching film. And then just building a team, creating that perfect units, the perfect group of men, that family, you know, and just building that, you know, making people better, changing lives. I just want to do that, and obviously the love for football. That's why I want to become a GM, I guess. I don't know. Like, that's a tough question, but it's because I love football, and because I love bringing people together, bringing the best out of people, I guess. I don't know. It's a tough question a little bit, but oh man, this is horrible. So let's see who the Falcons go with, man.
With the 8th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons.
Like, 3 wishes is actually pretty tough.
Michael
Penix, oh my, that was on my first mock draft. I was freaking right, dude. I love that. But it makes me so mad because they have Kirk Cousins, and you're supposed to be winning a Super Bowl right now. He's 24 years old, bro. I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it, man. Oh my god, I don't get it. Freaking don't get it, man. Because you have Kirk Cousins. He's your guy. Penix is the guy too. But if you wouldn't have Kirk Cousins, he's the freaking face of the franchise, but now he's not because of Kirk Cousins. You know, like, that's what I would have done for them as GM. I'm not keeping Kirk Cousins. I want Penix Jr. I know no one's taking him in the freaking top. I'm taking him. He's my guy as the Falcons, you know. I'm building around him. We got Drake. We got Pick. We have so many guys. I guess because they're scared Kirk Cousins might get hurt because he's freaking old already. It was like, why did you pay him then? Why did you pay him? It makes no sense. Look, you just made the situation tougher for you, bro. You're supposed to be in win mode right now. You're supposed to be like, all right, how can my team get better to win a Super Bowl? Now, how? I don't like it for the Falcons now, because you have Kirk Cousins, dude. You have Kirk Cousins. I love Penix. He is my freaking guy. He is my guy, and I had him mocked there to the Falcons. I don't know what people said about that, but my uncle said he said something, but I forgot about what he said. But I said Michael Penix, Drake London, Pitts, B.J. Robinson, because they've been going offense. It's only right for quarterback. It's just like, dude, that's just what you wanted, but you have Kirk Cousins already. So it makes no sense, dude, because he is a franchise quarterback. Like, man, God, I don't like the pick, bro. I don't like it. Just because they have freaking Kirk Cousins, man. But I like it because he is the guy for that organization. God. I'm skipping it to the 3-star. The 3 wishes. The only wishes I want is to be in the freaking NFL, man. That's all I could do. That's all I wish for. Because I just want to be there and I want to freaking help someone win. Because I want to win, man. And I know I can win. That's all I want to do. So I don't have any other freaking wishes besides football. I just want to be there in the room, digest everything freaking. Because I know I'm not going to be GM right away. I'm going to be around people who are doing it now, you know? And then eventually I will get my opportunity. And you know damn well, I'm going to freaking win, man. I'm going to win. I'm going to win a lot once they give me an opportunity. And it's just, like, I'm pissed, but I'm also happy, which is freaking confusing, man. Because that is my guy. I love Penix, man. I love him. And that's the spot where I wanted him to go, and I was a perfect fit for him, man. But you have Kirk Cousins already, man. Like, I kind of want to cry because I'm so happy and so mad, bro. Holy shit. Next question, dude. Holy crap. The Bears pick is in, bro. It's on Doomsday. If you had $1 million, what would you do with it? Again, like, wishes and money, bro. I don't care about anything like that. I just want to be part of the NFL, bro. And I just want someone to give me an opportunity because I know it's going to be worth it for you and me, you know, at the end of the day. Because I am no one talented enough. I know it's freaking cocky to say, but I have it. I have that factor. I know I'm great at evaluating talent because I've done it over and over and over and over again. So how many times I have to prove myself right, you know? I just need someone over there to believe in me. And once they do, I'm going to make you proud. I'm going to make myself proud, make my family proud, make freaking my city proud. Roman Doomsday, I love it. The Bears are going off, man. I mean, that's all I want. I just want a chance. I know I'm doing poor here, but man, at the very least, I hope you see that I'm passionate for the sport. I want to get better, and I want to be part of an organization, and I'm going to win. You're going to win. Let's win, because that's all I want to do. Win, 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 and let's get better, you know? That's all I want to do. Who is there? I'm freaking, like, crying and trying to think of stuff, like, I don't know. Let's just answer another question, bro. Will Josh Allen be able to lead the Will Josh Allen be able to lead team to the playoffs with no elite receiver? Well, it depends. Because in this draft, I have them going as Michell was their first-round pick, and he is, well, he's not going to be elite, but to me, he's a #1 receiver, and he will become that elite receiver that they want and that they need. They want a guy that's going to take over. He's a guy that wants the football. Josh Allen's going to get him the football, and it's going to be like Stephon Diggs never left, because you have Kincaid, you have Knox, you have the Swiss Army knives, you have guys still. You just need to find that #1 receiver, and I believe Mitchell's that guy. So, can Josh Allen lead them to the playoffs? I believe he could lead them to the playoffs. Now, can he lead them to a Super Bowl? That's a tougher question right there, because I don't like how they head coach, calls plays and how they execute in the fourth quarter. But hey, Josh Allen's gonna play. I believe he played his best playoff game. And so they traded with the Vikings or the Jets. I'm stupid. They swapped. I'm assuming they got like a third round pick. So this J.J McCarthey right here. No, it wouldn't make sense for trade up because maybe the Jets would take quarterback. I don't know, but the Minnesota Vikings traded up anyways. Holy crap! I'm really still emotional about that Penix pick because he went before J.J McCarthey. He went before J.J McCarthey, and both of them are my guys, and both of them are my favorite quarterbacks out of this year's draft class. But he went to the team I wanted him to go to full-heartedly. From the beginning, ever since the championship was over, the Falcons are the team for him. But they have Kirk Cousins, dude. You have Kirk Cousins already. So that means Kirk Cousins taking up salary cap for you to re-sign your guys or to bring guys in. You know, like Penix could have started your whole new era of the Falcons. He could have started it off right here. But you have Kirk Cousins, so he's the guy. Not Penix. Kirk Cousins is. You know, that's why I'm frustrated and so happy for Penix. You know, because he is a great quarterback. And it's a great fit for him. But he's going to be behind Kirk Cousins, and I don't believe he needs to do that. He's a quarterback you don't need a mentor for. And it's funny because I wanted Kirk Cousins to be a mentor for my quarterback of the future for the Minnesota Vikings. And the Atlanta Falcons did that for a guy who doesn't need a mentor. He's a guy that just you get him to your offense, get him used to it, and let him perform. Let him go do his thing because you know damn well he could ball out. You know? So that's where I'm at with the Atlanta Falcons. And I think this is where everything's picking up because now I'm in it. Now I'm awake. Now the emotions are flowing because of that pick. Because all the picks so far were literally just like, yeah. I like this one better, but just, I understand. It's just like kind of like that, a little mellow. Nothing crazy was happening. But that Falcons pick, love it, and I freaking hate it at the same time, man. So, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I guess I'm going to answer the question, man, because they're taking way too long. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Why should I hire you? Okay, so my strengths are evaluating. I am phenomenal at evaluating talent. And like I said, I've done it over and over and over again to the point where I'm here. Now, I know I'm ready to compete with those guys at the NFL. Even though I have no experience in college, none of that, I'm ready. I'm ready right now to compete because I know I'm great at evaluating. I've done it in basketball, I've done it in the UFC, and I've done it over and over in the NFL. UFC, I predicted champions, boom. Not talking about betting the day of the fight, I'm talking about guys that were in the early prelims are champions now. I've done it 3 times. Duplessis, Tapore, and then I forget her name because I literally get it mixed up with Blankenship from the Eagles. But I have her becoming a champion as well. She got dominated by a French girl, so she's not there. It would have been sick to have 3 back-to-back champions, but hey, she's going to be a champion eventually, but it should take a little bit longer. It should take a little bit longer than those other 2 guys. Basketball. Ooh, I want to say Anthony Edwards, but everybody knew about Anthony Edwards, but Luka Doncic, he went like 5th overall, bro. And I know I'm not the only one who said that he should have went 1st overall. But the fact that he didn't go 1st or like 3rd is just absolutely insane. And you look at him now, those guys get messed up, bro, big time. And if I was the GM of the Suns, I would take Luka for number 1 because the guy played against 21-year-old, like you played against grown-ass men when he was young as hell, bro. Like the dude was a beast, dude. I don't know how they got away with that. There's a couple other guys that I predicted, but I literally would have to look at rosters. I don't really watch basketball no more. I kind of haven't done that over and over. But in terms of football, Brock Purdy, you heard of him. Deebo Samuel, I mentioned earlier. Puka Nacua, one of my guys as well. And then, again, I would have to look at rosters. I have, I mean, I could, like, we need to, I should have been showing you guys my guys, because why not, you know? Let me show you guys. I don't think I deleted it. No, I didn't. So I'm going to show you my guys in the Puka draft. So those are guys that I believe were going to be great in this. Well, not, I don't say this season, but for the careers, you know. They had great rookie seasons, but I believe they're going to get better, you know. And then I'm going to show you my guys in this year's draft as well. But I want to see the Jets pick real quick. And then my weaknesses, obviously, media so far. Like, media. I'm doing horrible at media right now. God awful. But, what in terms of GMing, I want to get better and a deeper understanding of contract building, because I don't know everything. I got the Kirk Cousins contract right, and so far the Justin Jefferson one is seemingly to be right. That one's definitely gonna bump up. I had it at 150, and St. Brown got paid I think like 130. I need to see how much St. Brown got paid. Hey Siri, how much did Amari St. Brown get paid? He got paid, so I had it still open. So he got paid 120, so I had Justin Jefferson at 150, and this was a 4-year contract. I have a 5-year contract, I believe, for Justin Jefferson. So I believe my contracts are holding up. Like, I feel like I could make contracts like that, but I want to get better at that, because I'm doing it from out here. Like, I'm not sitting down with the guy, not talking to them. I want to go through that process, learn from it, get better from it, and actually go through it, you know? Because to me, it'll be easier for me, because I will get a deeper understanding of what the agent wants or what the player wants. But at the same time, it'll be more difficult for me because it's a situation I have never been in, you know. But financially, that's, I think, I believe it's my weakness, because like I said, I haven't done any of that. But I think I'm doing pretty solidly right now, you know. But my guys in 2024, my guys in 2023. So these are the official documented guys. Right here we have the guys before that draft, and that's when I really started trying to keep an eye or watching people, because like before the 2020, this is a 2022 draft class, and I think this is a 2023 draft class right here. But 2022 draft class is where I really started trying to keep an eye on how these guys' career end up, because I knew I was hitting on guys. Like, there'll be a debate about who's a better corner. I'll pick the better corner usually, and then who will be the better receiver. You know, I was basically right every time, so I was like, all right, I'm pretty good at this, so I want to see if I'm legit, you know? So we got Walker. Walker's one of my guys. Loved him from Michigan State. Wake Forest, you know. Purdy was one of my guys out of Iowa. Watched a lot of his games. Iowa State. Watched a lot of his games. Drake Leonard, I liked him. And then Joseph. But anyway, so those were a couple guys from that draft class. And then you got guys here. Bryce Young was one of my guys. Again, it just really depends about the situations. I believe Bryce Young's a really talented quarterback, but just in a bad situation. C.J. Stroud. So I guess I am wrong right there. But C.J. Stroud went to a phenomenal place. He went, like, the OC that C.J. Stroud has is beautiful, man. He has a great OC.
No walnut brain. Pigeon.
I just love what they've done with his offense, and it helps C.J. Stroud because he has a beautiful arm as well. You know, Will Anderson's my guy. Gonzalez, Jordan Addison, Michael Mayer, Kincaid, Reed. Kincaid is the first tight end actually evaluated, and obviously I knew who Michael Mayer was already, but Dalton Kincaid, I was like, hey, Utah, I remember seeing a tight end from Utah making a couple plays, so I watched this tape, I was like, yeah, this guy is legit, man. Jaden Reed, loved him. Rashid Rice, had a great season. And Puka Nacua. The reason why I love Puka Nacua is because he's gonna give you 110% every single play. I knew he wasn't gonna go up high, but I knew he was gonna be a great player. I didn't expect him to be great instantly because he had Cooper Kupp there, but I knew he was gonna be a great pick for the Rams, and they got a lot of my guys, to be honest. Keon White, I love his style. I believe he could be on the edge, but they like playing him inside. Branch, great pick. Great at coverage, and he's very, very physical. Reminds me a lot of Jamal Adams, except he could really cover. John Campbell, everybody was talking shit on him. And guess what? He ended up being really good. DTR, he's just cool. And then Foskey, I just hate how the Saints drafted him. I wish the Jaguars drafted him. Jesus, my voice is dying. Concy, let me just speed through these, I don't know why. Jack Charbonnet, Simpson, Butte just for the memes. Simpson's gonna have a phenomenal second year. Butte for the memes. McDonald reminds me of Josh Allen. Brown had a pretty good one. Miller just got hurt, I believe. Xavier is old reliable. I'm really surprised the Niners didn't draft him. I was kind of frustrated. And Torrance had a solid one. DJ Turner, Barrett's, and McKee, Corona guy. Davis Allen, I think he's gonna be a phenomenal tenor for the Raiders. He played great when he got the opportunities to play. And Eric Gray, he's kind of missed for me. Robinson too. Sidney Brown didn't play phenomenally. To me, he had rookie. Like he had like the jitters, you know. He didn't play like how he usually plays. And then Mingo, I feel like if he was on the Chiefs instead of Rice, he would have the same numbers as Rice. Dexter played for him. Riley and Moss, his guys coming in the draft. So who the hell did who did they select? No one.
The Denver Broncos select Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. I love that pick. Love it. Sean Payne gets a guy that's gonna be great for him. I just love it. Rodney Bell had some great game. Made some plays for the Niners. That's kind of a miss for me right there. Tomlinson, I think he's going to play a little bit more this year for the Rams in the slot. And that's a miss right here for me. And Jalen Wayne, I just put him in there for the hell of it. And yeah. So those are my guys from last year's draft class. I didn't really do much for them. I just kind of went with guys I kind of knew already. And I really just watched the combine in that one, to be honest. And then in this year's draft class, I really sat down, watched a shit ton of film, and these are the guys in this year's draft class for me. Anyways, yeah, where do I start building a team? Not knowing anything, or we're not like saying any scenarios. I'm starting with the. It's going to be either defensive line or offensive line. I'm going to say offensive line because you want to protect your franchise guy. But you have to be right. And that's what I want to get better at, too, because I'm not great at because I've been hitting on picks or being right about, talent. Offensive line is where it's like I'm like hit or miss, Like I'm either right or I'm either wrong with offensive line. So that's where I need to get better at. And it's a little bit ironic for me to say that's the most important place to rebuild because you do want to protect your quarterback. But for me, I struggled at drafting offensive line, so I need to get better there. It's because I'm a DB, so I understand receivers, defensive backs, and then quarterbacks, what they want to look at, how they should look like. But I struggle with offensive line. I struggle with running backs too. Running backs are kind of iffy for me, but running backs are kind of falling away. Right, next pick. I don't want to breeze by these guys. We all know Purdy and Debo. Tell me about someone that was on your rosters that was underrated or unheard of, but was an impact player. I don't get this. We all know about Purdy and Debo. Tell me about someone that was on your roster. So I'm assuming my guy that was underrated or unheard of, but was an impact player. That's a tough question because Debo and Purdy to me are like two different guys. Not because of positions, but like in terms of timeline. Like Debo Samuel, me watching this tape, I was literally in high school. I remember watching him. I was being like, dude, this guy is huge. I've never seen a guy this big at receiver before. and he didn't look good, but you knew that he wasn't just a receiver. He was going to be something more. And it's just great that the Niners got him and they used him properly, you know. So that's where Debo, and that's how Debo is. And Brock Purdy, he's a guy where I watched him play. I watched him play in college, and I knew he was going to be a good quarterback because I seen that he was NFL ready. He was an NFL quarterback. He just needs to get better. And then he did that for the Niners. And I was happy when they drafted him because I knew he would be their guy. Because I knew Garoppolo was going to get hurt. And I knew Trey Lance was going to get hurt. And I don't like Trey Lance either. Trey Lance was never my guy at all. And then I knew Brock Purdy would eventually be that guy. I didn't know that Trey Lance was, Trey Lance was going to get hurt. But I knew Jimmy Garoppolo was, and eventually Trey Lance would either A, get hurt, or B, not perform to the level where the Niners want him to, and then Brock Purdy will be that guy for them. So that's where they're kind of different, because I literally just watched highlights for Debo, and I knew he was going to be special, because I was like, dude, this guy's different. I'd never seen anything like him before. And then Purdy is a guy I watched college of. I'm like, yeah, this guy could play. This guy could play. I just want to see him. I just hope someone gives him a chance, just like how I'm kind of asking for. I just want a chance, and the Niners gave him a chance, and he got the right situation for him, and it was perfect for him. But a guy like I literally would have to look at past drafts and stuff. Guys that pop to mind. Oh, here's a guy. I don't even remember what draft he was. Was he part of the Purdy draft? I don't even remember. But Williams from the Rams, the running back, I loved him. I loved him out of Notre Dame. He did so much for that team. And the fact that he went in the 4th round made me so mad. Because he knew damn well it was because of his height. And it made me frustrated because he was talented. He is talented. And he proved it this year. And that's what I was so happy about, because Williams made me happy. Because he got his opportunity to play. And he looked great doing it. And then Puka got his opportunity to play, and he looked great doing it. So Williams is a guy. I don't know if this was necessary for the Niners. The Niners, if it was for the Niners, it would be name is super hard to remember. It's like Humfunga. I'm sorry. I knew he was gonna be good too. I liked him out of college. Out of USC. So it was basically, if this question was about the Niners, it would be him. But overall, Williams from the Rams, the running back, is the guy that was underrated, and I was super upset that he went in the 4th round, and I'm super happy that he performed the way he did this year. And then same with Puka Nacua, seeing both of my guys perform great together, So Williams, I don't know his first name. I want to say Keon Williams. All right, who will be defensive player of the year? That is a really good question. I love that question. Who is going to be defensive player of the year? Again, it depends about circumstances. If the Saints go Latu, my voice is dying, and I love it because that means I'm saying a lot, I'm talking a lot, I'm talking emotion right now, so I love it. I think I'm doing way better than I was earlier. Again, I'm gonna cut this down. Hopefully, I don't plan sending a freaking hour long of me. I don't know. But if Latu goes right here, I might want to. I think I'm gonna pick him.
New Orleans Saints select
Funga. That is a.
Another offensive player and a big, strong, great one, big and physical.
Unique pick.
Starter, first team All-America last year. He's out of Tacoma, Washington.
I don't know what to think about that, because you can move him to left tackle. I like him at right tackle. I think he's gonna be a phenomenal right tackle. Left tackle, I don't know, because I don't like moving players like Joe Alt. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer at the left tackle. Moving him to right tackle, I don't know, because he's never played right tackle. Same with Funga. He has never played left tackle. He's played right tackle. And I know he's going to be a great all-pro right tackle. Why would I move him to left tackle? I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. But he's one of my guys too. Obviously, he wasn't on my list, but he's a guy that I love. And the reason why he's not on my list is because everybody should know him, you know? Those people that the people on my list are people that people shouldn't know. And people that I extremely like, and he is one of the guys. My comp for him is Lane Johnson. So you know he's going to be, I know he's going to be good. But Latu, depending where he goes, he might be Defensive Player of the Year. I'm going to say Latu because I feel like pass rushers get more love than cornerbacks, and I think Latu is going to be the guy that's going to get more pass rusher. And then the same with like interior guys. I feel like the edge rushers always get the love over interior guys because like Murphy could be that guy, but I think Latu is just going to go off. Now, I thought the Saints were going to go Latu right there, man. Like, get him with Cam Jordan, let him learn behind. I mean, he'll be getting snaps, like a lot of snaps, but he'll be around a guy that's been there, done that, you know. So I thought they were gonna go Latu right there, but they went tackle, right tackle, and they're gonna move him to left tackle. So it's a good pick because I like Funga, but moving to the left tackle, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh, it doesn't say rookie defensive player. I guess that sounds stupid. I don't know. Okay, so if it's rookie, I'm picking Latu. If it's defense, like straight up defense, I'm picking. I think I'm gonna pick Michael Parsons. I think Michael Parsons is gonna take this, take it personal that the Cowboys A are not paying him, and B, they didn't even give him that fifth year option where it's like for the edge, you know. They paid him like D tackle or something like that. I don't even know. Oh wait, I think they paid him edge, but he's supposed to be paid linebacker, you know. Linebackers get paid more or something like that. I don't know. Some bull crap like that. They cheapskated him, so I think he's gonna go off, and I think he's gonna be that guy for the Cowboys. But I don't think the Cowboys are gonna be able to compete for anything. But he's gonna put up crazy numbers to become Defensive Player of the Year and becoming the first defensive player in his career, you know, or winning that award the first time in his career. Colts, like I said, I got him going corner. Let's see where they go with right here. Group, and they have a couple edge guys, but they don't really have big time middle guys, and I think Murphy is that guy to fill it out role. So the Seahawks are on the board. I guess I don't want to answer too many questions because we have 3 days, but at the same time we have so many, so I'll answer one. What is your favorite superhero and why? I love that question. What is your favorite superhero and why? I'm kind of biased. I am kind of biased right now because I'm doing something else on the side, but like for me, it's Batman. I love Batman. I love his backstory. He gets stuff done. He doesn't care if it's over the top, but it's for the better of the people, you know. And he's always helping people out, and he's the most relatable guy because I'm just saying Byron Murphy right now. I just love Batman, you know. Obviously, do you want to be like Batman? No, you don't. You don't, because he's basically sacrificing himself for the better of the people, the better of Gotham, you know. That's what Batman's doing, because he doesn't want to see anyone else's life destroyed like him. So I'm gonna say Batman. I love Batman. He's my guy. Okay, if my player gets past the Seahawks right here, again, we're doing a Jaguar, so it doesn't even matter what the Jacksonville Jaguars select, because, again, it's a tough AFC. They're a team that has missed multiple years in the draft, so that's kind of hard to, like, they stumbled. Like, it's a track meet. They stumbled twice, and it's hard to catch up to the guy that's in first place, and right now that's the Texans, the Houston Texans. So, whatever they do, I think it's going to be very tough for them to catch up, especially if the AFC keeps getting better consistently. So, they got him. I wanted the Jaguars to get him. It was a great pick by the Seattle Seahawks. Yeah, that's what I said. They don't have a guy in the middle where it's like, wow, you know. So, Byron Murphy's that guy, and it's a great pick by the Seattle Seahawks. Dallas Turner is still on the board, huh? Wow. Wow. Like, I'm surprised and not surprised, because my first mock draft, I don't think I had him going that high. That's freaking insane. My first mock draft is more accurate than my second mock draft. Oh, they traded to the Minnesota Vikings. This is Dallas. Nah, it won't be Dallas Turner, will it? I know. Yeah, it's definitely an edge because Cincinnati, Hendrickson just requested a trade, and I don't think they're gonna get a deal done, or the Vikings are scared that that might not happen, so they're trading ahead of them, so they could get their edge rusher. So that's pretty smart. So I like that. I knew the Jaguars were gonna trade back. Ooh, Dallas Turner. See, it was Dallas Turner. I like it. I like Dallas Turner. But I thought it'd be Verse. I feel like Verse is more their guy. But Dallas Turner right there, I understand, because again, they're a team that's rebuilding, and as long as he's getting better every year, he's gonna be good, you know. So I like that pick for the Vikings. But I would have went Verse right there, to be honest. I like Verse more. But in terms of ceiling, I feel like Dallas Turner does have that edge on him, because he is very raw right now. Like, he doesn't have all the like moves, but he could get there. He could get there. He's just gonna take a little bit of time, and that's why he's falling, because he is gonna take a little bit of time. But he could get there. Was Worthy? Everybody's talking about, oh yeah, you can see it on tape. For me, on tape, you can see it's fast. He's fast. But you don't see that speed that he ran that broke the combine. That combine is a whole different speed, you know? Like, everybody knew that Worthy was going to run fast, but you don't really see that on tape, that combine speed. So that, to me, that shows that he knows how to control it, how to use it properly. Where most people like John Ross, and I think that's what the issue is with John Ross and all those other fast guys, is that they don't understand how to use the speed. For Deshaun Jackson and Worthy, they understand how to use their speed to where they're like boom, boom, and they're gone, you know? Not just run, and they're running the same speed the rest of the way, you know? It's run, boom, gone, you know? To me, that's what makes Deshaun Jackson and Worthy, and I think Worthy said he was a Deshaun Jackson fan. And ironically, Deshaun Jackson's one of my favorite players in the whole. He's the one that basically got me into football, to be honest. But like entertainment-wise, not because of I played his position. Like Deshaun Jackson, I remember to this day that Giants play where he muffed it, dropped it, picked it up, and ran for a touchdown. That'll stick with me forever. And they were losing too, and that was the last play of the game too as well. Alright, so right now I'm looking at the Patriots roster because we're up on the board in 2 picks right now, and there's plenty of talented guys on the roster, or on the draft board still. We got a quarterback, J.J McCarthey, Maye, doesn't matter. Looking at receiver, if Michell falls to us, do we take him? And we got David Andrews, who's a stud, but he is a little bit older, and you got Powers out there, who could be selected right here, protected quarterback. But yeah, we could probably re-sign David Andrews too, and probably get one later.
Welcome back to night 2 of the draft. Last night, we watched 32 amazing players join the NFL family.
Or D-Town, because we got new ones still out there. And then Kool-Aid. Think about getting Kool-Aid, maybe. Jones, the 1-year contract. Kool-Aid was Gonzalez. I love that duo right there. But we would want to protect our quarterback, tackle.
Breaking the all-time NFL record for a draft. Let's go. Thank you for everything you've done. Enjoy the night.
Like, all the tackles went off the board, I feel like.
I'm joined
my next highest rated guy is
and future of football. Here on this stage we have 32 current NFL players and legends who will announce the next generation of players.
It's a guard.
Also on the stage we have 32 youth flag football players participating in the NFL Flag Regional Tournament here in Detroit this weekend.
It's tough too, because I don't know the offensive coordinator or like I don't know their identities. They don't really have one. You know, teams, because it's a whole new coaching staff. Like for the Vikings, it's pretty easy because we know who their OC and DC are, what they want to do. Flores wants to blitz from all different angles, and O'Connell wants to throw the football, you know, runs that Rams type of offense, you know, motions and crossing routes and stuff like that. But I don't know that much about Patriots, how they run stuff.
There's your guy, Lewis. You have been
Keon Coleman.
With us
Okay.
for weeks, a transfer from Michigan State. 50 catches, 11 touchdowns in his one season in Tallahassee. Great athlete. He actually
I like it too. I like Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman and Michell are the two guys that I really liked for the Bills. I just thought Michell would be the guy because I feel like he's more of a true #1 guy. But Keon Coleman, again, he reminds me a lot like DK. Very explosive, big guy as well. And obviously the basketball background, he's going to boss people, as he does right here. So I like it. I like it for the Bills too. So the Patriots, did we go Michell? I think I might pull the trigger on Michell, to be honest. I think I will. Because the receivers, like I said, they're going off the board right here. So the guys that, if we pass on a receiver right here, we're probably going to get a third-tier guy. Jesus, yeah. Keon Coleman's very explosive, very athletic. And he can line up outside in the slot, too. Jeez, yeah, that was a great catch. I'm going Michell. Yeah, I'm going Michell for the Patriots. We'll see what they do right here, though. Michell, he's going to be my #1 receiver for J.J McCarthey. And they're going to be the two guys together. Trade alert, so the Patriots traded a pick. Okay, I wonder what they got for it, and I like it. I like it because, again, like I said, it's not about one player for the Patriots. You got to get more depth. You know, there's a lot of holes, and you got 1-year contracts, and then age for other players like Andrew and Judon. And then, so I like the trade back right here for the Patriots. Let's see what the Chargers can. I think they go receiver too, because like I said, the receivers are gonna fly off the board right here. The Cardinals didn't pick a receiver. Let's do a card now. Yeah, it's a great pick, or a great draft for the Chargers so far. Can you tell me about a player on your roster that was a bust, and what led to them not being as successful as you thought? A bust.
Yeah, we thought Graney 7 or 8 in the first 7 went. We thought maybe another 7 in round 2.
The one guy that comes to mind is C.J. Henderson. I liked him a lot. Like, he was a press corner. I really liked him. Of course, I chose him over Jeff Okudah, but like, both of them were bad. Both of them, everybody was wrong right there. Arizona Cardinals are trading their pick to the Falcons. The Falcons are gonna get a defensive player. I want to say they passed on a defensive player in the first round, so I say defense right here. C.J. Henderson's the guy that comes to mind, but in terms of recently, I think it's too early to say anything. Hold up, I was actually looking at the 2000, the Trayvon Walker draft class. Guys who I said, oh wait, that is the Purdy draft. That has been 3 years already. Damn. Dachshund, he wasn't one of my guys, but I just feel like he's just not getting utilized that much. Keon Elam from the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, he is probably my most recent bust, man. So it was C.J. Henderson who was before him. I thought he was going to be great. Didn't work out. And then I went to his buddy, Elam from Florida. He got drafted in the first round by the Buffalo Bills. He did not work out whatsoever. He struggled I think he had injuries, and when he did play this year, Newland would be a great pick for the Falcons, and he's still on the board. So yeah, that would be a great pick right there. So Elam is gonna be my guy. That was wrong on. So why weren't they successful? Honestly, I don't know. I want to say injuries or just too handsy. Like Elam, he would just panic. Like he didn't do that in college. He would just, I mean, it's just a level change. You know, college and NFL are completely different, and he just was panicking a lot in the NFL. Where in college he just played smoothly. He got his hands, boom, 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 but he wasn't like grabbing or pulling or anything. In the NFL, he was grabbing and pulling, and then he piled on injuries to his career. So, yeah, Elam from Florida, drafted in the first round by the Buffalo Bills. That's my guy. That's a bust. And yeah, I think it's just I just missed on that one right there.
And if you're Washington, you're making a position of strength already with Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne. Now you're adding Johnny Newton. So you have a rotation of guys that can play in the middle and play make and go sideline to
so New England, I'm taking Michell right here. So right now I have J.J. Michell on my New England team.
I love how he plays. He'll be a guy that can make plays in the backfield, tackles for loss.
Offensive line, I would have loved to fix, but BB is my neck. Well, Powers is a guy, but we have Andrews. I think we could work a deal out with them to return back to the team. Patriots look like they might try to trade back once more. Trade back once more. Take Michell, man. It's a guy that I had a first round value on him. Like for me, it's either Michell. Like it's kind of crazy because I have Powers, Michell, and Kool-Aid, all three ranks, basically like that. So let's see where they go with. Let's see it.
What up, though, man? You hear me? It's an honor to be standing here, man. As a proud Detroit native, as a Cass Tech alumni, and a University of Michigan alumni, the national champs, man. Always. With the 37th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, my New England Patriots select Jalen Pope, receiver, Washington.
That's right, baby, that's right.
Bluffton, Texas, played 1 year at Texas Tech, transferred to Washington, had a big final year playing opposite Roma Dunze with 69 catches.
And that's too high for my blood right there for Pope. I had him going late second to the Lions because they need a big body receiver, but I don't even think the Lions have a second round pick anymore. I like him, but again, it's too high for my blood. Mitchell's still on the board. I'm taking Mitchell all day long over Polk, man. Polk is great. He's great. But Mitchell, I feel like he's just better. He's great, man. I think Mitchell's just better, dude.
Had some great games against Oregon during the regular season. Phenomenal game against Arizona State, Stanford, Texas in the semifinal game. 5 catches for 122 yards and a touchdown. Big receiver.
I would have took Rice, to be honest with you. I want to say that.
Strong hands.
I think Polk is a better route runner than Rice, which is kind of surprising. Out of Minnesota Vikings, so we have Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins under contract still, and then Tyler Newbin's the first round pick that we selected, and he's a new guy on the roster. Devin White is a guy that we might have got, but we might have missed as well because he might have just wanted to be part of a team that's going to win a Super Bowl. But we'll go after him next year. Pretty darn hard.
With the 40th pick
Titans.
in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Cooper DeJean, DB, Iowa.
Oh, they did. I knew it. The versatility. And versatility. He's gonna be playing in the slot for them. He's gonna be playing in the slot for them, and they're gonna bump him out to the outside if someone gets hurt. And then maybe in a safety position too, if one of those guys get hurt. I love it. So I jinxed the Packers. It was Lassiter for me. That would have been because the Packers. Like, look at all those teams that need corners. Arizona, Las Vegas, Packers. All of them need corners. and taking Peyton Wilson was a bit stupid. And then the injury concern for Peyton Wilson drops his stock. So I'm gonna do like 5 more picks, and then we'll see if he's there still. But last year is my guy right there.
Yeah, he's really the ideal safety in terms of his body type. About 6'1".
So Roman Wilson's my top guy now. It's a great pick by the Giants right there. So the Giants got Neighbors and they got Tyler Nubin. This is a great draft so far for the Giants. And then the Jacksonville Jaguars. What are they gonna do?
When he's down in the box, when he is forced to
and I
run
forget
blitzing,
we're
he
doing
won't
them
hit.
as well.
Now that is his #1 strength.
Oh, I could go. I'm going Michell.
Understand he can make him blitzing. This is a very good pickup. He'll make plays galore for the New York Giants.
And I drafted Arnold. I'm getting Michell right here with this pick. That would be a perfect draft right there. So for the Cowboys, I went Powers in the first round, getting the center. He's the best, and there's like a gap. Frazier is that other guy that I could make a case for, but from my opinion, he plays a little too high. If he gets a little bit lower, yeah, he would be a real great center in the league. But so I went Powers instead of tackle in the first round. Then, right now, I went with my guy from Kansas, Panu, the tackle. So for me, it was an easy pick. I knew he'll be right here, and it's perfect for me. And I love the pick already. Let's see what the real Cowboys go with.
Renardo Green, DB, Florida State. Detroit, I love you.
He's from Orlando, started 32 games.
Ooh, they got my guy. I mean, the Niners always get my guys, dude. They really do. He's my second favorite. Is he writing his name down?
He's physical. His technique is flawless. Patient.
They always get my guys, dude.
And then settling into that low hip position, reading the routes, keeping his eyes down, finishing strong at the catch point. They like to put him into the boundary.
He's my second favorite corner out of this year's draft class.
He is tough as heck, and he will light up. Just look at that technique.
Him being in the that's the last pick of the second round, right? I love it.
Coming up with the PBU again, same thing. And then he's gonna come up there and he's gonna stone.
Love it. They needed a corner too, and they got a guy. Yes, sir.
49er type of pick. And you see there. You see who he's going up against. That's no slouch right there. This is one of the best DBs in the country early on in the season for FSU. Got to see him play twice, and he was
love it. Niners always get my guys. That's why if I had to compare myself to a GM, it would be Lynch. Lynch would be the guy that I would be my comp for myself, because he always drafts the same guys I would do. He always does the trades I would do. He signs the guys I would sign. You know, it's weird. It's weird, but we do. It's crazy.
Those PBUs, that's exactly what he's supposed to do. And I'll tell you this,
I'm happy. I really am.
That's a real nice pick. Real nice pick for the 49ers.
All right, so round 2 is complete after there were 23 offensive.
I had him going in the 3rd round, but if you're at the end of the 3rd round, you get him in the end of the 2nd, you know? Especially if you know he's the guy. And they obviously believe he is.
Punches you, keeps his head back and is moving his feet. He's the guy who will stone you. He'll stone you, but he gets top heavy. He gets up.
Alright, the Patriots pick is in.
Just
because I don't want to do the same thing, I'll pick DB right here. But my Kansas guy is still on the board. And they probably are going to go him. You know what? Never mind. I'm going Roman Wilson. Freak that, bro. I'm going Roman Wilson. He's too talented. I'm not passing up on him. We're getting the weapons. Probably not a smart idea, but I'm doing it. Look clears.
The 2024
Roman Wilson
Draft is presented by.
I know we have Douglas, but Roman Wilson can play outside too. That's the thing. Their needs is receiver apparently. They have Schuster, Bourne, Osborne, like not big name guys, but it's like they're still guys. Yeah, so the needs, we needed tackle or alignment, but Roman Wilson's literally one of my top 25 players and he's still on the board. So we're taking Roman Wilson, was the 3rd round pick right here, was the Patriots. So it'll be J.J. McCarthey. Imagine that, J.J. McCarthy, Michell, and then Roman Wilson, dude. That is insane. I mean, that's gonna be a hard contract wise, like organizing the contracts list. because eventually you are gonna pay them, and I believe they'll be great enough to be able to be like, yeah, we want this money. But that's the situation you want, you know. You want to have where it's like, man, can we play all these guys because they're playing so great? But dude, getting those two back together would have been phenomenal. And again, we didn't go freaking J.J McCarthey, Roman Wilson. We didn't do that. We went J.J McCarthey, Michell, and then Roman Wilson.
But your future is bright with an American Home Shield warranty to protect your covered appliances and home systems.
Again, I would have loved to go on tackle right there, but Roman Wilson's talent, top 25 on my board, and he fell all the way down to the third round, 68 pick. I'm taking them, bro. I'm taking them. I don't care if he went receiver to pick before. I'm taking him. He's gonna play it safe as BB, bro. Yeah. Hell no. Who's next? The Vikings that have a pick. I mean, my Vikings might have a pick actually, because we traded back so many times. Probably traded back like 3 times, 2 times. Either way, we would have a lot of picks. If we had like a lot of 4th round picks, we could use that trade up for a 3rd round pick. We could do that easily. So I'm gonna say middle 3rd round for my Minnesota Vikings team. But either we have it from trading back or we're trading up for it. So we'll kind of have to decide, see who's on the board. We need a running back. Plenty of running backs on the board. I don't think I'm gonna force a pick before a running back. But lineman, I think I'll go lineman right here for the Vikings inside. So middle 3rd round pick, going lineman if I can. Then we got the Jaguars and the Cowboys. All right, let's see who the Patriots pick.
I am joined tonight by 2 special guests.
Obviously, they probably were like, we should go lineman, but Roman Wilson's talent is just it's too much to pass up on, bro. Let's see it. Let's see if they do. So they went with the need. I think he was at the Shrine Bowl, right? I think he played solid. I didn't get to watch his tape. Yeah, I think he was at the Shrine Bowl.
Value picks. He'll have an impact in that secondary. He just has to show the better ball skills, come away with some interceptions. That was the only problem I saw with him.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He offers the versatility to
Alright, if Roman Wilson doesn't get picked right here, yeah, they're having a great draft right there. If Roman Wilson doesn't get picked right here, I'm gonna be pretty sad.
So let's understand as he works on his cornerback position.
Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna be a stud.
Come on, you can't let him slide this much longer, dude. Like Blake Corum, I get it, because he is a running back. But like, Roman Wilson, dude.
Just an oil change.
Come on.
We do. We come.
You mean care?
Exactly.
I'm feeling great, bro. With every single team that I got, I'm feeling great. It's the Patriots, J.J McCarthey, Michell, Wilson. So we got the duo together, 1st round and then 3rd round, and we got our big body receiver, Michell. I'm feeling great. We need to help the offensive line, but we couldn't pass up on those talented receivers right there. Cousins and Jefferson. We got Tyler Nubin, Lassiter, and we got what's his name? He's still on the board. He's still out here. Peyton Wilson. So we got all the guys I wanted, and then for the Jaguars, we have Arnold. We have Arnold, and then we got Michell. So we got Michell for 2 teams, but both of those guys.
The best part of Wendy's new breakfast Cinnabon pull apart
We got
is
Michell.
all the parts.
And then for the Cowboys, Powers, and then my guy from Kansas, Pon, the tackle. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with every single draft right now. It's not one where I'm like, damn, we missed out on our guy. Feeling comfortable with all of them. Patriots right now, we just gotta help out our offensive line.
Your business can make it right. With
Oh,
bots
I
and
think the Cowboys traded
AI
up,
that can
or am
help
I
resolve
tripping?
problems by understanding.
So building up on that NFL draft, our aerial coverage.
Oh wait, they are next.
By Goodyear.
Okay, so they are next. So for the Cowboys,
more driven. Carolina on the clock now. In fact, their pick is in. We should have it momentarily, and then we'll hear from the Cowboys.
Look at my
As we
board.
work our way through the
Let's go
72nd
running
and
back.
73rd picks here.
We need a running back.
In this draft. I'm being told
There's
that
a guy
the
that I like
momentarily.
out
We've
here.
had just 2 running backs go off the board. 6 quarterbacks went quickly.
For NFL draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Cooper Beebe.
Let's see if they get it right. Their pick went in pretty fast, so they already knew. Oh, they went BB. Wow.
3 times.
Is that? What pick did they went edge? So they went tackle, edge, guard. So I like that. So I went guard. I went center, tackle, and then running back. That's what I did.
It done blocking in space on a pretty regular basis.
I did like BB. I had him.
He's excellent and pass protection.
No, actually, I had him going to the Eagles in the second round.
That's going to be mitigated. Nice job due to his technique. He can anchor. He's strong and he gets after it. Cooper Beebe, I think, is a starting guard.
Yeah, that is a tough guy to pass up on, though. Babon's running back right here.
In the second round, at least based on the conversations
Yeah, that's a DB right there, though.
You get Tyler Guyton. I said earlier, 3 offensive line.
Mel, good size, good speed. Lewis, sorry, this one is for you. He's from Pasadena, picked off 9 balls.
That's a great pick because Petrie plays down in the box.
Real good
And Bullock played a single high. I love that pick.
Shutting down in-state oil production
For me, it's
faster
because
than we can
they'll play
build
with 2.
alternatives to replace it.
I mean, you have the big guys, so that's why. So I think, like, Dorless could play inside and out, but I'm scared to play him inside because I forget how big he is, man. I don't know.
NFL draft.
Is he big enough to play inside? Like, that's a question mark. I think he is, but I don't know for certain. That's why I'm like hesitant. I'm trying to remember. So, yeah, that's the person I'll be picking Minnesota Vikings, my 3rd round pick.
And a consistent pass catcher. If you can, you got yourself something.
That really.
Alright, so the Rams just got Blake Corum. I'm happy. And I'm also confused, but I understand. I think I understand what they're gonna do. So Williams and Blake Corum were compared to each other in college. You know, he did so much for Michigan, Williams did so much for Notre Dame, and they were like, who's better? And now they're playing together. And I don't think it's like because they don't believe in Williams. I think because they're trying to keep Williams healthy and then Corum healthy as well. They're just gonna keep each other healthy because I think Corum gets hurt a little bit as well. So I think they're just gonna have that duo right there. They're gonna share carries, but they're both legit backs, and so I like it, and I hope that's what they're gonna do. And it's cool to see both of those guys play together. Williams and Corum, both of them are forever connected, and that's a great class right there for the Rams.
5 pounds, short arms, but he runs 4.39.
Wilson is still on the board. Oh wait, okay, so the Steelers took Wilson. They finally took Wilson. So finally Wilson comes off the board. The Steelers take him. They're like, okay, look at the draft that the Steelers are having. Troy Fanu, Zach Frazier, and then Wilson, dude. That's a great draft class right there. Frazier just needs to get lower in his pad level, and then he'll be a great center for them. And they have hit on centers a lot. So, yeah, back-to-back Michigan guys, and back-to-back great picks by both of those teams.
Eyes off the Sonic garlic butter bacon cheeseburger. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere. Here's why: garlic butter.
So that's when I just realized too. So the Niners pick a lot of my guys, and the Rams pick a lot of my guys. They literally got Verse, Fisk, and Corum. All 3 of those guys are my guys. Houston usually gets my guys as well. This year, they got Lassiter. He's my favorite corner out of the class, and they got him. So yeah, those are the 3 teams that really trade or draft like me, not trade like me. The Niners trade like me and like sign free agency like me. Like I said, if I had someone to comp myself with, it'll be Lynch. Lynch is my comp. So Wilson's still on the board, bro. So I guess my pick for the Vikings right there would have been a reach, but for me and the team, it would have been a perfect fit in the what we want to do defensively, and that's blitz from all angles. So we can put him at middle linebacker, we can blitz down there, blitz from edge position, twist, you know, we can do anything. What's that? And then...
Good to see everybody again.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of diamonds last night. I want to tell all you draft picks at home.
So I just dropped him more of a fit and because of his mentality, bro. That guy's a dog. They want my guy. I thought it was Zach Minter. I guess it's Zinter. So they got my guy, so now I have one pick to try to scramble and choose a guy. So I went running back with Blake Corum with the Cowboys already. Honestly, I'll go Rice. I think I'll go Rice. We do need another receiver. Get a big name guy. I think Rice is the guy. Like defensively, I don't think we need to do anything defensively. I think Rice is just a pick. Maybe tight end, but I think we can get tight end later. We can go running back again. We can double dip from running back. But yeah, I want to say Rice will be the guy. So the Philadelphia Eagles traded a pick, surprisingly, to the Niners to see what
he's able to move people inside. Yeah, look, he has got heavy hands. Combo blocks some of the best things he does. And when he gets you lined up,
let's see who they pick.
Punched, you will move. It's the pass pro when he gets one-on-one against quality 3 technique pass rushers in the NFL. I think that's where he's going to struggle, especially if technique is not absolutely perfect.
Let's see who they pick, man. Let's see who they pick, bro. No.
The Niners will make the next selection.
What up, though? Once again, shout out to Remus Robinson Middle School. The Philadelphia
I want to hear it because I think they are going to pick the guy that
to the San Francisco 49ers. And with the 86th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the NFC champion San Francisco 49ers select Dominique Pooney, guard from Kansas. Happy birthday, Tommy Harris.
Okay. Hey, they drafted one of my guys again. They drafted one of my guys. Oh, it's hilarious. They didn't get Rice though. Okay, so the Cowboys were chill. They drafted my guy though. Yeah, so we got Rice. The Cowboys were drafting Rice right here. I thought they traded up for Rice just to have his son play with the Niners again. Or just have a name, you know, on that jersey already. That would have been cool, but they went with him. He's one of my guys.
12 games that left.
So I'm okay with that for the Niners, but I'm going with Rice right here for the Cowboys.
Nasty.
2 of my guys right there.
In the zone run scheme at the left tackle position.
And 2 of my sleepers. Like no one's talking about those 2 guys. Those are my guys right there.
I tell you, I put here.
So I'm going
just absolutely obliterated opposite side off.
Rice at a USC right here with this pick.
He came across a formation against Iowa State.
Did we go receiver because the receivers that we picked are like the couple of drafts haven't been that great, and we need another guy. And plus the marketing for his jersey will be phenomenal. So we're going with Brendan Rice out of USC. We went offensive line. Running back, we go receiver. Defensively, I don't really see anything here that we need to address. In the middle linebacker, we go Trotman, or not
full flavored lager with a crisp, refreshing taste.
Trotter, we go Trotter, but I think Rice is a better pick. Let me look at there's a couple other middle linebackers that I like. Like you got the Ohio State guy, the Missouri guy, you still got the North Carolina guy. Wilson's in, you got Burton
his support.
is out there still
Every
too.
engine and motor, each hand in mind.
You still have plenty of other guys.
And
so I'm going. That's an easy pick for me. Rice. Get him CD Lamb, and then
the Lexus RX plug-in hybrid.
But Sanders is on the board still, so that's why I'm not comfortable taking McConklin, because Sanders is still on the board. Sanders is clearly better than Tanner McConklin, but McConklin's the size, and we already have Evan Ingram as a speed type.
Geico makes car insurance easy. As easy as getting stuffed up during allergy season.
Before all the pollen,
I'm not going to take Brendan Allen right now.
Smell everything. The smell of fresh
Taylor.
Cut grass. My coffee
from
in the
Miami,
morning.
that's very interesting right there.
The hot dog guy, you did this to me.
With an app that puts your policy in your pocket, it's easy to Geico.
Curse you, ragweed pollen.
And I don't want to pick Doral. I mean, we still have plenty of picks, 3 more picks. Like, we have 5 more picks until we pick. So my guys can get off the board anyway. So right now I'm looking at McConklin and Taylor out of Miami, the D tackle.
Arby's free sandwich month is nearly over, meaning Arby's haters have one last chance to be proven wrong about Arby's. Buy Arby's on Arby's dime.
You get the workout numbers without the production. Here you get the questionable
The thing is too, I hate how the Jaguars got savaged in free agency, because there's still a decent amount of good DBs in this draft that could play in that slot or play that safety position and just move those guys around. But since they have Savage, you can't even draft those guys, you know, until like later.
Eagles are set to make the next pick here. This is number 90.
You can't even draft those guys, man.
Mel, there he is. He is the first player ever from Houston.
They got my guy.
Into the NFL.
What's his name? Said he would go this early. I didn't believe him, and he did. I liked him a lot too. But they're gonna use him as a straight pass rusher. I think he could be more. My comp for him is literally Telvin Smith, dude. He's big. Or he literally played safety. He's playing edge now. I think he could play like him, dude. I don't like how he was going to the Eagles, though. The Eagles are not going to use him as he should be.
Tender, love, and chicken.
Yeah, we still have a decent amount of tight ends, that's why. As well.
This is Miami.
Well, we went back to the draft picks for the Jaguars. So I'm picking Leonard Taylor out of Miami. Help stop the run. Big guy, powerful, can't move easily. That little. Get someone else besides Armstrong. Armstead. I think his name's Armstrong, right?
Been such a big part of the story. You see the issues that he's had, including the ACL.
The Steelers got another. I think the Steelers are having one of the best drafts in like the whole league right now. They gotta be top 5 so far, man. Yeah, Troy Fainu, Frazier, Roman Wilson. Now you got Peyton Wilson. This guy's a beast. He's gonna fit that Steelers culture real well, man. As long as he stays healthy, man, he's gonna be the other guy for T.J. Watt, man. Obviously, he can play middle linebacker, but he's playing the edge position for them.
16 tackles against Miami, 15 against North Carolina, 14 against Notre Dame, against Clemson.
Finally goes off the board. This is late 3rd round pick. I would have selected him middle in the 2nd round, mid-2nd round. That's where I would have selected him for the Minnesota Vikings. I don't care if he has injury problems. I know he's gonna be a great player. The hustle, the work ethic, the attitude he plays with, I love it. And he fits with what I want to do with the Vikings, or Flores wants to do. Blitz for all angles, he's gonna do that. McCaffrey, damn, he went in the 3rd round.
Quarterback at Rice before the transfer.
Tell you what, the contested catches went his way.
You're getting a guy that's going to work super hard to be successful.
4'6", we expect. With Christian McCaffrey, then McCaffrey's that. 36 vertical. Talking about 23 contested catches.
That's already a crowded receiving group, dude. You have McLaurin. You have the Penn State guy, North Carolina guy. You have
becoming a full-time receiver just 2 seasons ago was really remarkable.
Curtis Samuel's gone, so I guess he could fill that role right there.
third-round pick, and the production and the ability he showed at
four
Rice,
guys
really
right there.
impressive.
It just lets you know that the best
Attendance here has been remarkable. Last night was
Oh, that was the end. That was the last pick. Oh, so that's why it was perfect.
tomorrow will be much the same.
That was a great pick by the Washington. I didn't know that was the last pick of the. Is it? No, it's not. Wait. Yeah, right. Yeah, that was the last pick of the third round. Yeah, it was a great pick by the Washington, getting a guy that was going to be early fourth. Love it. That's it. So you guys are wrong. I'm going to make my... So, the Jags, I believe, are about to pick. The Cowboys pick later. But my two guys went off the board. The guys I wanted for the Jaguars and the guy I wanted for the Cowboys. The Jaguars picking 2 picks, so the guy I wanted for the Jaguars literally just went off as the Bengals, Josh Newton. Very surprised he went off this far. And then I'll go over or adjust everything. I need to catch up big time. I believe after this Jaguar pick we should be good, but I gotta figure out who we're gonna go with. And I need to update everything. I just got back from practice at 8 and went over things. So now we gotta do this. I'm gonna catch up. Oh, I think I'm gonna go Grayson Murphy. Grayson Murphy is a guy that I really like. Probably this is 5th round, but the 5th round you're literally drafting guys that you believe are gonna be good. Grayson Murphy is a guy I really do like. He's gonna get pressure, he's get off speed. Oh, DJ James, I believe, is still available. DJ James, I love him from Auburn. The Auburn guys are super underrated. They did great against Alabama.
He's going to get an opportunity there to make the mark in New Orleans, but the Saints just now added to the quarterback.
He had a great Senior Bowl as well. So the Eagles are on the clock right now. I gotta check. So DJ Birdhand is off the board, and Tommy Berg. I wanted him as a Cowboy, dude. He was my guy. Honestly, probably would have traded. Oh, nah, I wouldn't have. I don't think I would have. But the Cowboys, they haven't picked since the 3rd round, right? They haven't picked them. They didn't pick in the 4th round. Yeah, I would have traded up right there. I would have traded up right there. That's too much gap right there. I gotta pick somebody. I would have traded up for the Cowboys. I feel like it would have been an easy trade right there, just to get up into the. Who would have traded with? I would have traded with the Bears, because that's when JD Berton went off the board. Yeah, I'm trading up because he's the guy I had going later. But if he's going off the board, that means the linebackers. Because Hooper went off the board earlier, Gray went off the board. The Washington guy's still there, but I like Tommy from Ohio State as my middle linebacker as a Cowboy. That's the guy I like right there. But the Washington guy's pretty solid, but I wanted Tommy from Ohio State, so I would have traded up with the Bears. I think that would have been an easy trade to do right there. But right now I forgot who we were going with. I literally said who we were going with. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh, DJ James, I think. I was checking if he went off, because his buddy went off the board. He's taller, the taller lengthy corner. He went off. I love the pick Jaden Hicks from Washington State to the Chiefs. That's a great pick by them. And then they got Wiley, the tight end. My guy's still on the board, my tight end, but I'll go over my selections right now. Trotter's still on the board, right? Eagles have to go Trotter right here. No doubt, right?
No, that didn't happen in Oklahoma, but he took his lumps
yeah,
to go South Carolina.
That's insane. All those other linebackers went before Trotter? No way. I had Trotter going way before those guys.
They're going to get him moving on some RPOs.
I'm surprised JD went there early. A lot of people. I mean, I like them a lot. They did a lot for Notre Dame. But the media and everything didn't seem like they liked him very much. But he went to the Raiders. Oh, wait, I'm stupid. He went to the Falcons. This one has to be Trotter right here by the Eagles. And they have some of Cody Strager with the Minnesota Vikings in the 4th round. It was a tough one. It was between him and Ray Davis, but I went Cody Schrager because he could take over games, and then that versatility of being a heavy style runner, and then being that third down type of back, he could do it all. So I went with him, and he was my highest rating back right there too. So then we went with, for the Patriots, we went with J.J Tampa. I had him ranked like 28th, I want to say, on my big board. And then the versatility for him, if it doesn't work out at corner, we'll move him to safety, because both of those positions, corner and safety, are both one-year contracts. So he will be able to play anywhere essentially on our team. And then with the second pick, I went with Trevor Keegan, guard. I kind of forgot we had Cole Strange already, and I didn't really have this, so I was kind of like panicking right there, like it was the second pick. But I was Trevor Keegan because I know he's gonna be a tough guard for us to help us run the football. J.J McCarthy's our quarterback. We want to run the football, aid him a little bit, because he is gonna have a little tough rookie season, and we're gonna feed Stevenson this year, and we got Gibson as well. So that's what I would love to do, run the football. You could move him to guard, but I don't know how they feel about Murphy, or the right guard. I don't know how they feel about Maye, but hey, Keegan's one of my guys. And then with the Dallas Cowboys, we traded up. First off, let's go with the Jaguars first. So the Jaguars, Tanner McConklin was still there. We picked him. And then was our second pick. Braylon Allen was there. We picked him. I said if he was in the 4th round, I'm taking him. No brainer. He's a young running back. He's big. He's huge. We need a heavy hitter in the backfield besides ETN and Braylon Allen. ETN's not a heavy back like that, but we need that lightning and thunder, combo. Then I got DJ James. Josh Newman just went 2 picks ahead of him, so DJ James is that second guy I like. I'm cool with getting him, DJ James is from Auburn. Auburn played great against big time teams. And then with Cowboys, we traded up with our from the 5th round. JD Bertans, he got selected by the Falcons. That's a red flag for me. Trading with the Bears, because I'm not confident that the guy I want is gonna fall to me all the way down to the 5th round, the end of the 5th round. So I'm trading up for Tommy from Ohio State. So yeah, that's it. My top 5 guys on my big board right now are. I'm George Brand here at the ESPN Anchor headquarters for what will be a history-making day. I think, is Rice still here? I don't know. So that's the thing too. So guys I have selected, I have highlighted, so they're kind of gonna blend. But I want to say Rice might be on the board still, which is very, very surprising. Yeah, I think he is on the board still. So he might be my highest rated player right now. Yeah.
We look around the room and see what's been transpiring. For us, this has been an exciting, exceptional day for the chance to bring you something that has never been done before, our live, exclusive, and continuous coverage of the National Football League 1980
Bryce is on the board still. They got Jordan Travis, who's my number 2 guy right now. DJ James is still on the board too, but I selected him already. So I selected Rice and DJ James already. But on the board, and literally on the board right now are Rice, DJ James, or Rice, Travis, DJ James, Limmer, and then Dylan Johnson out of Washington, the running back, and then Johnny Wilson's my 6th player. But 2 of those guys I already selected. Christian Jones just went off the board. I wanted him.
Those were the days, Reese.
As a Cowboy or as a Patriot, I really did want him. There's another guy I want, but let's hope he falls to us. Christian Jones went off the board. That's kind of a tough hit right there.
No doubt, man. I remember having typing class in like 9th grade.
Does he have the ability to give that shot?
All right. Or the Jags are on the clock. Their pick is in. My pick is in as well. I wanted to go Hall right here. Hall is still on the board. But
J.J. Dobbins moved on. You got Justice Hill.
I can't double dip at D tackle. I have Hall way better. Man. Oh, it's such a tough one. Like, do I double dip at D tackle? Because there's a guy on the board who has the height, who has the length. He's a guy I like a lot. And I believe it's the defensive coordinator we have over there who specializes at D-line. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to draft it in. I'm taking a risk. I'm taking a guy that I like a lot and a guy that I believe is a great fit for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So I'm going with Gabe Hall. Baylor reminds me a lot of Chris Jones. He has a great swim move. I think he just needs to develop a little bit more moves. Just needs to develop, and I believe that Neeson is to be a guy that's going to get the best out of him. I'm trusting him to be able to do that, so I'm getting Gabe Hall right here. I'm taking a chance. I originally wanted to go guard from South Carolina, just in case, you know, one of those guys get hurt. We could plug him in like nothing, but I'm going to go with Hall, double dipping at D-line. And I like the pick. I was like, Tommy is the guy that I'm getting. But I also forgot about Trotter. Trotter, I have multiple ranks above Tommy. And trading up means that I like him a lot, you know. I picked Tommy because I completely forgot about Trotter. But it has to be Trotter right here. Trotter is the pick right there. That's what I would have done. It would have to be a deep discussion about who we're picking right there, because the guy we're picking right there is basically. Dude, what? Why is it like this now? That would have been Trotter right here. We traded up for our linebacker, and Trotter would have been the guy we traded up for, not Tommy.
Jacksonville getting into the latter stages of the
and the reason why we traded up is because JD went off the board. If JD goes off the board, then that's how you know. I'm not liking the odds. I already said all this. And then here we're going with Gabe.
The Minnesota Vikings selection.
Alright, so this is the 6th round. This is, I think, my toughest pick right now, because I went Cody Schrager with the Minnesota Vikings. Earlier was my 4th round pick, and I was gonna pick Ray Davis. I was like, Cody Schrager's higher on my board though, and I like how he was able to control, you know, take over games. So I picked Cody Schrager, but I should have picked Ray Davis, and Cody Schrager would have been right here. We would have had 2 backs. Excuse me. But since we have Cody Schrager, I'm going with Grayson Murphy, UCLA, elite get off speed. Love it.
Well, diminutive size. This kid's tough as all get out. He'll break tackles. He'll meet you.
Honestly, for the Patriots, man, I might get Drake Nugget, man, from
the Dolphins
from Michigan.
Are gonna love having this toy in this offense.
Like, I get
it's a track team that they're building in Miami. My goodness, they're an F1 team.
Like, we have Andrews, but what if he gets hurt, you know, and he's older? I think Drake would be a great
LSU kind of built like that, where
like guy that could be able to plug and not necessarily plug and play,
I would
but
never
like,
want to compare a 6th-round pick to
Andrews
Tyreek Hill,
gets hurt,
but you can use them in a lot of the same ways, which is great. Tyreek's starting to get to that 30-year-old mark where we start to look at wide receivers and say, okay, the drop-off's probably coming, right? I think Malik Washington, someone that can play special teams for you right away and work into that full wide of line.
He only ran a 4.47. He's the slow guy in Miami.
My goodness. Yeah, but guess what? He had a 42.5 vertical. Yep. He's explosive, and he's got yards after the catch.
And a little known fact, you can train
maybe
speed.
Limmer's a better
Maybe
pick
you'll
right
shave
there.
a little more off of it. He has this.
Alright. So here are the 4 teams that we drafted for. Cowboys, Jaguars, Patriots, Vikings. Love them all. I really do. I love all the draft picks that we selected for all of them. But my favorite one is the New England Patriots. I mean, look at that. Michell, J.J, Wilson, Tampa. And then Keegan, Limmer. All guys I believe will be phenomenal in the NFL. I do have one regret, though. Is Cody Schrader out of Missouri. We selected him in the 4th round. He ended up going undrafted. So if we would have selected Ray Davis there, I should have trusted my gut right there. I was going to go Ray Davis, but Cody Schrager for me was high on my board, but Ray Davis has always been my guy. Should have went with him. If we would have went with him, we would have got him in the 4th, and then Schrader in like the 7th round, and we would have had 2 backs. We would have had Aaron Jones, Ray Davis, and then Schrader as that 3rd back, and that's a great running back core right there. And then Aaron Jones is probably gonna be there for 1 year, and then he's injury prone, so getting Ray Davis and Schrader would be phenomenal backup. Aaron Jones right there. But that's my only regret right there. It's just Schrader, because I didn't expect him to go undrafted. Like, I really want to know what they got on him to go undrafted, because like, he's a talented running back. Like, he is, bro. That Missouri team was legit. They competed against LSU, Georgia, the big teams that they played against, they competed against, and then Schrader did his thing against those teams as well. So it's like, I don't know how he fell that far, man. So it's just a shocker for me. I just want to know what they got at him. Like, was it past history, or was he like, does he have like an injury that I don't know of? I don't know. But that's my only regret. All those picks, the other picks, man, I love them all. But Patriots is my favorite draft. Out of all 4 of these, it's the Patriots. All right, starting off with the Dallas Cowboys. Powers Johnson, Zach Martin. It's a great duo right there. Johnson, I believe, is a franchise center. The Dallas Cowboys have had trouble finding a center ever since Frederick retired. And I think Powers is finally going to fill that role, that void that's been there since Frederick has left. And I love the pick for him. And then Dominic, he's a guy that is going to play tackle for us, but he could play guard, I feel like. But he's a play tackle, and I believe he could be a successful tackle in the NFL. He's tall, he's lengthy, he's physical, and I love the pick for us right there. And then we got Blake Corum, Cody Schrader. Blake Corum was like in the 3rd round, and Schrader, late round pick right there. Love the duo right there. We fix our issue of running backs, and we get a duo of backs right there. And we still have the Kansas State guy as well. Rice. We selected him way early for the Dallas Cowboys, and he went like basically almost undrafted. He went in the 7th round, I feel like, to the Chargers. I drafted him because obviously he has that Rice name, and the Rice name brings money. You know, the jersey sales are going to be skyrocketing for the Cowboys, especially the Cowboys. And literally when he got drafted by the Chargers, they posted it automatically and saying Rice's son got drafted by the Chargers. I feel like it would be a bigger thing for the Cowboys, and obviously he's a good player too, man. Like, he's not horrible. He can run, he's physical, but the thing that I appreciate him more about is the way he comes back to the quarterback. Not many receivers come back to the quarterback when they're struggling or if they're scrambling. He comes back to the quarterback and he tries to get the ball. You know, that's what I love about him. And I think that's really, really, undervalued, and Rice really does that. So it's like kind of quarterback friendly. So if you got like a young guy, well, it's not even quarterback friendly. It's just, I just love it. I love how he works back to the quarterback, and I think not many people really talk about that, man, because that is a very great skill to have. And then defensively, we didn't really do much. Anthony is a guy who could play corner, safety, slot. We got him in the slot right now, out of Ole Miss as well. And then Leonard Taylor, a guy who's to play inside for us. He went undrafted in real life. He's very physical, and his IQ of understanding or just film watching is great. He knows where the ball's going to go before the play starts. And then Tommy, we traded up for him because J.D. Bertans was selected by the Falcons. I thought the linebackers will either go off the board like nothing, or the ones that do fall to us aren't going to be the guys that I like, the guys that I want, So we traded up for Tommy. But, unfortunately, what's his name? Who was on the board? Trotter was on the board. Trotter was still on the board. I had a 2nd-round grade on him. I don't know why he fell so far. I guess it's because of his 40-yard dash. He is kind of like an old-school linebacker, but his IQ and just the pursuit that he takes is very great. I didn't know he was still on the board. I literally came back from my sister's game, and I was like, yeah, we got to trade up right now. And I made the trade up, made the selection. I was like, boom, yeah, that's the guy we're going with. I didn't know that Trotter was still on the board, but Trotter, I think, probably they're very, very Tommy and Trotter are very, very similar. They're both guys that are gonna have a green dot and everything. But we're gonna go with Tommy because I picked him. But Trotter does make a very good case. And then yeah. And then the Minnesota Vikings, we got Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson. We kept them on the team. Aaron Jones didn't do really anything offensively in this draft. That's really not the mindset we wanted in this draft class. We want to go defense very, very hard. We got Cody Schrager again. I said that we should have drafted Ray Davis right there in the 4th round instead of him because we would have got him later. But enough of that. We got Stoops, Robertson, Greenfield. And then defensively, this is where we wanted to draft Taylor Newbin and then Verse. Taylor Newbin's a guy that I believe will be one of the best safeties in the league, but we would have to sit down and discuss deeply if we take Verse because we do need a true pass rusher. And in this draft, we're trading back, getting picks in next year's draft and getting picks in the drafts, getting multiple picks and stuff like that. So if Verse is still on the board, which he was, we would have a deep discussion if we take a true pass rusher or do we try to stay with our guy, Taylor Newbin. But our 2nd round pick for sure, Cameron Lassiter is the guy that I would have went with. That was the Houston pick in real life. And they ironically selected him as well. And then Peyton Wilson in the 2nd round as well. This guy, he's very versatile. He's fast, and I love the energy that he plays with on the field. And then Brandon Dorless, versatile as well. Play him inside, play him outside. And he's a guy that's going to be legit for us in a 3rd round pick right there. Grayson Murphy's a guy that's just speed. That get off speed is fast as hell. And in real life, they got Gabriel Murphy, his brother. Grayson Murphy to me is the better guy because that get off speed, and then I like him better, to be honest. Get off speed is just incredible. And in the defense we want to run, that's very vital right there. Blitzing from all angles, and then his get off speed, boom. Love it. And then Jacksonville Jaguars, Michell, George. Michell was a guy that was selected in the 2nd round, 1st round talent, and a future number 1 receiver for Trevor Lawrence. And then George is just going to learn from Kirk and all those slot receivers. Gabe Davis as well, a veteran guy. And then Nick out of South Carolina. He's really kind of a draft and develop guy, learning from Sheriff and Cleveland. But my favorite pick, I can't say my favorite pick because Mitchell is such a steal in the 2nd round. But Tanner McConklin on this team, I love it because we got a lot of guys that could play in the slot. Kirk, Washington, Evan Ingram's kind of like a slot guy, speedy tight end. And then we add that big body, 6'7" tight end out there. And I feel like that's a mismatch for the defense out there. And then he's great after the catch as well. And then Braylon Allen, I said if he was in the 4th round, I'm taking him, no-brainer. And it was a quick pick for us. Braylon Allen, who's super young, and he's a heavy hitter, and we need that on this team. And he's going to learn from Etienne and Johnson, man. I feel like it's a great fit for us, or great fit for him on the team right here. And then for our 1st round pick, we got Arnold. Arnold, man, I love it, but I'm also questioning it because Wiggins, man, I feel like he just fits the team better. Because if you look at our division and then what the Chiefs are doing, the Titans and Houston, they're running vertical offenses. So they're going to go down the field. You want speed to be able to catch up to them. And same with the Chiefs, man. They're going vertical. I think that's a trend in the offense now. Everybody's just going to try to throw the ball down the field. And the Chiefs are trying to get back into that, that Tyreek Hill style of offense again. Gabe Hall, another draft and developed guy. Love his size, love his length. Has a phenomenal swim move, but we got to add a little bit more. I feel like him and the defensive coordinator, that's going to be a legit guy in the future. I feel like he's going to develop really well with our defensive coordinator. And then Brandon Dorless, again, we drafted him again. Versatility, play him inside, play him outside. Move Trayvon Walker to the inside and move Dorless to the outside. We could do that as well. Yeah, DJ James, put him in the slot for now, but he can play outside. I love DJ James out of Auburn. I feel like the Auburn guys are kind of underrated in this year's draft class. But my favorite draft class is the New England Patriots. Look at our roster right here. J.J McCarthey at our quarterback position. Running play actions with Stevenson. Running heavy offense. And trying to run that, make it easier for him on his rookie year. Then we got Limmer, who's a draft and developed guy again. Guy that I believe could be an all-pro center. Just got to fine-tune his techniques. And then Andrews is a phenomenal mentor for him. And then and then Trevor Keegan. Trevor Keegan's JJ's buddy out of college, a high-energy guy and a violent guy on the defensive line. He should be an automatic starter, but it really depends where we want to put him. And then Eason, we don't want him to start. He's kind of a draft-developed guy as well. But Bakhtiari should be the guy for us. We should sign him in free agency, a veteran guy, get him the money that he wants, and then Eason could learn from him. And Eason's just going to be that guy that just develops over the years because he has the size, he has the length, he has the potential to be a legit tackle in the league. But you just got to see, you know. And then Roman Wilson, love the pick. Get him with J.J McCarthey, and then Michell, obviously. So we got 3 Michigan Wolverines on the same team. And then Michell, who's a true number 1 receiver. And then defensively, TJ Tampa, and then Jalen Green. TJ Tampa is just a versatile guy. I got him playing corner for now, but I believe he can play safety as well. And then both of those positions are 1-year contracts as well. And then Jalen Green, we kind of just selected him because our kicker went off the board. I wanted the kicker out of Arkansas, but unfortunately the Jaguars selected him, man. So that kind of sucked. If we would have got him, man, that would have been a perfect draft for us. I would have loved it. It would have been phenomenal to have him on the team. But unfortunately he got selected, so we went with Jalen Green, getting depth at the safety position. And that's it, man. That's all my draft class. I love all of them for every team. The Vikings went with defense and speed. Patriots, we just went with a lot of great players right there. I love that draft class. And the Cowboys, we got better on the offensive line, got our run backs fixed. And then we got a couple other guys on that. And then the Jaguars, I felt like we just got better all around, man. I love that draft. But Patriots are my favorite draft class. I feel like we did great in that one. And it's a great start to a new era, to J.J McCarthey era. But yeah, that's all 4 of them. I love them. And I mean, I would say, like, I want to hear, like, what you guys think. But, like, you know, it's like a happy. I'm sending this to all 32 teams. The reason why I wanted to do this, because I know as a GM, you probably don't even care about this stuff, but it's because I know I could evaluate talent. I've done it over and over again, so I don't need to prove myself on that. But I did this because I wanted to prove myself that I'm capable of being here. Clocks going down. Who's on the board? Who's on my board? And who am I selecting for my pick or for my draft? Yeah, for my pick. And, like, the team, because all these teams that are in different situations. Patriots rebuilding, Cowboys kind of, like, in between, but we're trying to get better. And the Vikings in rebuild mode, in my opinion. Cooper. You know, the Jaguars are just trying to get better as a team to compete for the Super Bowl, and I feel like we did that in that draft class. And same with the Cowboys. Like, Cowboys are kind of similar, but I feel like they're more of a rebuilded team than the Jaguars. Jaguars are there, but they just need more talent, and the past couple of drafts, they haven't really hit on picks, and I feel like that draft class is like, yeah, we got some guys in this draft class this year. And, I love them all, and that's what I want to prove, that I'm capable of drafting. Obviously, I don't have, like, the phones ringing, people calling me up, but I did 4 teams. I did 4 different teams, 4 different situations, and I love every single one of them. The Patriots is my favorite, so I think I did a job well done for my first time ever drafting. You know, just proving to myself that I am capable of drafting. Free agency is obviously something I want to do, but that's something I can't simulate because you have to be in the room understanding these guys are the agents, what they want and stuff like that. So I feel like I can't really simulate that. We simulated media this time as well. Got some questions, answered some questions. I don't know how many are going to be on the full video. I know the video is super long because the draft is super long. But we did 4 teams, you know. We did 4 teams. I love the draft. I love what we did. I love some of our questions here. I think I answered some of them pretty good. And I really just hope you understand that I'm very passionate, and I believe I am ready. I am fully capable of being in the NFL, competing with those other GMs, those other guys. Because I know damn well I could evaluate talent. I've done it over and over again. And then drafting, I felt like just was fluent for me. This was pretty fun, man. I loved it, man. I love every single pick I made. Media was fun as well. It was different, but it was fun. I just want to get better. I just want to get better, just better. I just keep getting better. And I just want an opportunity. That's all I want. It's just an opportunity to show everybody what I got, because I know I got it. I know I got the it factor. I just want to prove to everybody that I got it. And I just want an opportunity to show it, man. I don't care what team it is. Like I said, I'm sending this to all 32 teams. Don't care what team it is. If you give me that call or give me that email or that message, I'm going to make it worth your while. And it's going to be showtime. That's all I'm going to say. I hope I get to something, man, because that's all I want. And let's make history and let's go win some games. Win the big game, most importantly. And I'll thank you for watching. If you watched the whole thing or if you just watched little bits and pieces, I appreciate it. And let's make history.